Welcome.
Yeah!
Yeah! I love that jammy jam. That's that toe jam. A little bit of that Earl. I love that. We are the Plug Gaming, live on DFC Radio Network.
Live, baby.
Back again.
Dutch Master
Another week.
coming back at you with the usual suspects. Rocky,
What up?
Free Sampler, OG Death Dealer, if you will. We got many names. The Puppet Master.
Puppet
That's a
motherfucking
new one.
mask.
Have you gotten all those tags yet?
I mean, dude.
Pull
Like,
them
yeah,
strings.
seriously,
I
like,
gotta get that crack.
seriously, like, yeah, you have quite a few game tags you gotta, or game tag variations or something that you gotta come
I
up
mean,
with.
I
To
don't know.
get,
sounds
get a
like
hold
he
of
needs
these.
something to bounce between because
Yeah.
Xbox hates you. That's a new platform for you.
This is
Seriously.
true.
There you go.
Serious.
Bust the puppet,
Puppet
master,
Master
on the
is out
Xbox
there.
and get banned immediately.
like, go, he's here.
I actually
Like,
already
oh,
submitted a complaint.
I've heard him say that before on live. Let's just ban him to be safe.
His IP just comes up, ding, like, oh, he's active again. What is he trying to do?
Puppet master. Oh, here we go. Let's
There we
ban.
go. Oh, this is classic.
Banned and erased.
We actually guessed he'd come up with the Harbinger of Death or something like that, but
We
Puppet
thought he was
Master's
going to use
clever.
the wrath of God.
Yeah.
Remember, he
There
was
are-
saying that for months.
There are a few people the CIA follow regularly. OG Death Dealer might be one of them.
oh man, that is
Damn.
too good. That is rich. What do we got going here today, guys? We
ton
got
of new
some
games this
announcements too. Yeah, a lot of new games. Last week that came out, that are coming out right now that we're playing. Even this week has a couple games on the list. We have an announcement of their giveaway. Our giveaway is ending at what? I don't know. We always say a certain time, but usually it's at the end of the
7:35.
show. Yeah. So like 7:30ish, we're gonna announce the winner. That's for our Instagram giveaway of $10 gift card or store card of the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, Steam, whatever you're gaming on. I don't know. I guess we even had thoughts of Amazon, which is a good idea too. I guess. We'll do $10.
It's hard to get Amazon
Gift
cards,
card.
I realize that. So
I don't think it's really that
I
hard.
just bought a ton of shit on Amazon.
But
what the card?
no.
but the
Got paid yesterday.
deal is that giveaway, it goes live every 2 weeks. So this is just one of those times that you have a chance to win. It's always on Instagram. The rules thus far are super simple. They may get complicated as they go on, but we may ask for different things. But right now, it's that you follow us on Instagram, you like the photo, and you tag a friend or somebody else that'd be interested in the giveaway, and that puts you in. So a
We've
winner
done
for that.
trivia before.
Yeah, we've done trivia before, but
Just wait.
the winner of that is going to get announced for this one coming up tonight. So
At the close.
we did a post about it earlier today. This is another notification that the time is now. If you haven't done so already. Yep, but like I said, every 2 weeks we're doing that. So
I entered just now.
yeah, we know. I saw that one come up. Puppet Master. Oh man.
And you can call in and
that
pay your
fool can't
respects.
win.
Yeah, but otherwise that, you go give us a follow on our other social media shenanigans. What do we got? The Plug_Gaming on pretty much all platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
Also,
All
just
of 'em.
watch Dutch Master's screen
Yeah.
on Twitch.
On Twitch, you can just
He's
watch my
regularly
screen.
on there.
It's just my screen.
His
Yeah, I
stream.
know, yeah, my
meant the
stream.
stream.
Yeah, my stream on Twitch is true. It's
Watch
active.
it on the screen.
We're super active on the Twitch, and yeah, that's a great place to come see some more great content as well.
Agree.
Well, you guys are supposed to be streaming too. I've just been waiting for you.
I'm just streaming through your stream.
I've just been waiting.
You see that guy who's lost over there and is supposed to
For
be
a
following the
streamer
squad? That's
like you.
the free sampler.
I've been waiting for a streamer.
What do we got
like
coming
you.
up this episode, though? We got some Earthfall.
Some crunchy jams. By,
We got crunchy jams
That's
all the
awesome.
time.
But but yeah, come on, Sam. We gotta make sure they go follow us
Oh.
at all the social medias we just mentioned. You gotta
Yeah.
do all the social media jazz.
Should we have a pause?
You know,
This
you
is
play
like-
you play your game. Social media is like a game, and the objectives are to like, follow, and repost things. So play the game.
Share. Okay.
Share it. Play the game of social media life. I love it.
Thanks.
But anyways, we got some announcement for the games that came out. We're gonna get into those here a little bit later. But what have you guys been gaming on as of recent? That is not what we're gonna talk about later.
Shit, I don't know. I picked up that Extinction. It was tight as fuck.
I know. I'm looking at this picture of it. It looks super dope. I
Yo,
watched some clips of it, and
it's
I'm
fun.
interested.
It's fun.
It just seems like it'd be super fun, and then after so long, it's like,
Well, this is
how do they switch it up?
Bruh, it's actually multiplayer online.
Okay.
And that's what sets it off, because I was playing by myself, and, it was fun. But then when I was kind of like, whatever, I did the online, and this dude hopped in, and, like, we was taking down these fucking ogres like it was nothing, dog. These giants, man.
Yeah.
Psh, we was just smashing
I'm
them.
gonna be honest. Those glasses are kind of tripping me out.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So she's okay.
It's okay
All
to
right.
look at your phone this episode.
All right. Jesus. Wow. But yeah, so
Don't
it's
hate
good.
on my glasses, dog.
So it's good.
No,
is
I
what
like
you're saying.
them.
It's really good.
But
It's
I
great
can't have a
glasses.
conversation with you while I have to stare at it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous.
That's why I did it.
Yeah. So Extinction, but Rocky, I mean, me and you've been playing so much Division, you didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
Well, I played it like I did. Remember when I came in, I said Extinction was pretty fucking good. I like it a lot, but Division is just better because it's Division.
Yeah.
One of the
We've been
greatest
playing-
games you
Spends
ever
a lot of
made.
time on
We've
it.
been playing so much of that, and honestly, it is still such a great game.
Yeah, it
Let's
just
see.
didn't lose its spark for me. It's just
Amazing.
top 5.
I love it. I
of
love
my
how
favorite
great it
games
is.
of
Yeah.
all time.
I think
hands
it's
down.
up there. I think it's broken into.
Top 3.
No. It's broken into my top into the top, but I don't know if it's which top it is though, because it's there, but I still have more to play it. I'm not done with it yet.
Yeah.
So.
People been hating on it, but I mean, I don't see.
I don't see how you could hate a
you
game
guys are
that's
on
I
it
don't see it
regularly.
either.
I don't see how you can hate on a game that's been viable and live for 3 years.
To
and
me,
tearing
it's
shit up.
been
And
your
people have
Destiny
played through,
filler.
all the different updates, and they like different things about each update. I mean,
Exactly.
people have their complaints about
right
certain
kinda
things,
changes,
but
but
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
And like
and number
it's-
2's coming out too,
it's
so
been your
even more
Destiny
reason.
filler for
Yeah, it may
a
be the
while now,
Destiny
'cause it's just
Destiny
like
Dwarfer as well. I mean,
It seems like
everybody's
it's
saying
been
Warframe.
like the social hangout and play game.
Yeah, I don't really
simple.
enjoy the social hangouts of the Division. To
No,
be
I mean like
totally honest.
you're hanging out with friends while you play it.
Yeah, I like
So,
playing
like,
with
we just
Rock
have
and a couple
casual
other
talk
guys.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
I mean, the
dog.
people
That's
that
what-
play it outside of the people I know are super toxic and fucking
Oh,
just weird.
okay.
Hey, I love playing with
Well,
new
it's like,
people.
a
especially
Wasteland's kind
ridiculous.
of.
You do, and I enjoy it to a certain degree, and then I
man.
just my new ears can't take it.
Hey, yo, one day I was playing, and I invited this fool to a party.
No, when he shows up normal. He shows up normal by himself. Shows up normal to my game party, the in-game party that we're like in the game.
How many of you were already in the party?
Just me.
Okay.
So he shows up just by himself. So it's just me and Rock.
Okay.
Sends me an invite to the chat party.
How do you go in the chat party?
Motherfuckers deep. It
There's
was-
9 motherfuckers in there,
Max party.
dude.
Everybody going crazy. You motherfucker.
That's all you hear. Dude. Oh, you want to go on V1 me? You want to go over here on
Let's
6th
go
Avenue?
1v1, dog.
Let's
Like,
go to 6th
we can
Avenue.
take it down to 6.
We can go to 6th
to
in
6th
Washington.
Street. We'll clear it out, and me and you catch a straight head up fade, man. No specials. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh, you dropped the
Bitch.
special on me. You dropped the special on me. I see how you got me lucky. The other guy shot me in the back.
You're like, your
Like-
homie look at you, you pussy. Your homie was there and he sniped me. You're like, what are you talking about?
They got a guy coming in. I know he's watching his stream too because he comes in on this. That's like, dude, it's
Oh
not
my
that
God,
serious.
man.
But for some people, it is that serious. So
Division,
Division's-
dog, you've got to
But
love
when you roll-
the community.
yeah,
It is
you-
insane. It is full of trolls and
It's- yeah,
assholes.
it
and
is.
adults who act like
It's dark. Well,
children.
but the thing is, Dark Souls. If you played Dark Souls and you've played PvP in Dark Souls, where there's
Yeah.
ganking and all that type of
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
it's the same thing. Like
Okay,
you
okay.
can, except for the invader. Like for instance, when the guy goes rogue in the Division, he's standing right in front of you, and it notifies you. Like instead of in Dark Souls, it says someone entered your game and you have no idea where this guy's at or what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Dark
He
Souls
could be
is way
a
more like
fucking shadow
organic,
on the
drive
ground.
them in there.
He could be a shadow on the ground, just sitting there. And
I
then
just wish-
fucking pop up and fucking just gangster your ass.
I was a heavy
man.
mage in Dark Souls,
So-
and it was so annoying that I would always turn myself into objects but it still kind of shows you your life bar, so they know what object you are.
You have to hide it very well.
Yeah, it's a.
You have to hide it very well, and there's a certain technique to it. But yeah, like if they just,
I have to figure out that technique because that was my favorite thing. Was
okay,
like
in Bloodborne you could do
Super
it.
Mage in that.
You could do it as like a fake note. And what you would do is you need to place yourself like on a corner, on an edge, so where there's an obstacle blocking the path that they're coming from.
Okay.
And then once they open up to where they can see you, then your stuff becomes visible, right?
Yeah.
But if there's an object in the way, it's not visible for them.
Okay.
So
There you
once
go.
they turn their camera
Pro tips.
and then they get on there, then they're visible. So like, yeah, if you're wide out in the open and the guy comes running,
Well,
as soon as the range
Dark
gets
Souls
in
though
there,
it shows you the bar through walls.
well, I don't think on the PvP.
When you invade,
Yeah.
it'll show.
Well,
'cause
but
that's-
also, how are you invading though? Because you have to be a certain
I
for like
forget what squad I was.
yeah, you need to be the
The mud ones.
no, it's what is I can't remember what they call it. Like the Covenant.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
But anyways, you show up red all the time, no matter what, and you can
Okay.
be the one. You can be the backstabber, where you can show up as a friendly that's really a red,
Okay.
but it's
One of the clans.
it's
though,
one of the
and you
it's
gotta
one
go
of the
read 'em.
covenants. Yeah, well,
That's-
I'll figure.
That's one of
yeah.
the dope things about that
Yeah,
game.
I
You
don't-
gotta,
Exactly,
like,
where
dig
you're
into your own
basically a
lore.
betrayal.
Yeah.
I just
You're
made
a
my
constant
character,
betrayer.
Like, super black.
I've
You
been
don't get along
playing,
with any of the covenants.
Yeah.
So good. I
I've been
love it.
like
Dark
getting,
Souls
like,
talk can happen.
I'm not,
Solo.
I'm not sure what clique he's with, but he is.
Oh yeah.
He is black. I made him just so dark, man.
You can make him. Yeah.
I was.
My guy's always the. I always do
I was
the
a
Joker.
son, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I
So
would
you're
help
the
everybody.
yeah, you're the help
Yeah.
everybody, but you get the dopest weapons from that as well, though.
Because you're the best.
Well, I mean, I think it's just because it's
Praise
like,
the sun.
like yeah, you're gonna be helping the most, so it's like, you
Yeah.
know, they encourage the helping. That's how they get
They do.
people to play and be a helping
And that is a
person
game where
by giving
lightning
you the
powers are
best.
dope.
Yeah, by giving you the best weapon or one of the best abilities or faith abilities in the game, you achieve that by helping others, which encourages naturally through gameplay people helping others. Great
That's
technique.
like you got to max out there.
It's great technique. It's
yeah.
like 35 or something or 40
Save the world.
bosses killed with somebody helping somebody. So it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
We've been gaming on a lot. Sam, you've been we've been gaming on
I've,
Defiance. We all played Defiance.
We did play Defiance. I also
like
been
it.
digging solo into Enter the Gungeon. That's what I
Nice.
do. That's what I do on load screens.
Nice.
But yeah.
I mean, Defiance, though.
I got further into it.
Okay.
It's this like really new MMO. That's what it feels like.
It
You
was
had trouble connecting to people and things
yeah,
like
the
that,
port over,
but-
not the controls. I thought the controls were fine.
No, controls were fine.
The playability of the game, it's not smooth because there's issues with a lot of different things. Maybe it's just the overload of the servers because the game's free,
Yeah.
and they weren't prepared for it, and something that's easily fixed within a week
it's
of
all-
time or whatever.
You got to give it a month or
Right,
so, and
exactly.
then it'll start
right,
becoming a more.
and that's totally cool.
I played Neverwinter
but-
for a long time when it first came to
Yeah,
Xbox. and it's very
Neverwinter's a good
similar.
example,
It
yeah.
started in like
It was really-
really
yeah.
watered down phase,
and it was kind of clunky.
They pushed it along.
Yeah.
and it became amazing. People
Yeah.
like take that game so far today.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it has potential, little kinks with how the game's working, the networking.
Cool world. You
Yeah.
know, you got
The idea's
mutants
great.
you're fighting. You got creepy spider aliens. You're
Ideas
fighting
are
so far,
great,
and
the
blobs
loot's
and
great, the
shit.
guns are great. I
Yeah.
got some ARs, a rocket launcher, and some other things that just turned it up so
All right,
so
do you,
much.
like what
What?
character
So
did you play?
much.
I'm
Yeah,
over
I
here
got
with
some
a
good
fucking-
shit
I am,
right now.
the
I'm rocking.
Guardian.
I need weapons, man.
I'm stocked.
I got a
Roll,
sniper rifle.
come
Here's
on,
what I
dog,
prefer.
let's go.
I'm
Let's do it,
running.
'cause I don't really know how
I mean,
to
we
get
got to
the
do a
weapons
couple
yet.
things on Division. That's it tonight. And then I'm down for Defiance, or what we're going to talk about later, the game we're going to talk about
When are
later.
we going? You know, we got until the 26th on this Monster Hunter. Dog.
For what?
Monster Hunter's that summer festival.
Yeah, it's a lot of days, and if I start playing Monster Hunter, then I'm not gonna play anything else. So I'm trying to hold off.
I did good at getting the things I
I'm
wanted
trying to
get,
hold
so-
off
We
on
gotta at
Monster
least
Hunter.
dedicate like 3 days to it.
I got
before, so-
Dante's full.
I think there's
cape.
gonna get
I'm
more
good.
than 3 days because when we tried to jump in and just play it, it didn't work for me.
Oh, you weren't feeling it?
Yeah, because we can't just go in at the levels that we're at and just be like, oh, we're playing the game again. Like the monsters that we need to go fight are all gonna be
New shit.
tempered
too.
or new. Unless it's just the challenges or gear that we need to get. That's simple stuff. But I'm talking about, like, actually playing the game. We need to go back to the dedication mode.
Yeah, I agree.
where we go in and get 3
that's been
boss
Division
fights,
for you
4 boss
lately.
fights in a row, where we're like going in there and just maxing them out at that point, and we're just running through it. The farm.
Oh, shit.
We need a farm.
I don't know, man.
We need a farm.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
That's real, because you don't even have any of the
I don't have temperate shit yet, so, like, I'm at a line.
streaming stones.
No, I don't.
You don't even have streaming stones.
I don't have.
You haven't
any of
even
them.
delved into the upper half, the higher end.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying,
level.
dog.
Don't you want to
I keep
taste
wanting
the
to get-
fine life of Monster
Hey, I do.
Hunter?
I want to get back into it, but
Yeah.
I won't lie to you.
Get all them glowing things.
Division has done some shit that.
Okay, but then
we're
look at
playing
this.
till like 5 o'clock in the morning again,
It's-
dude.
here-
Okay,
It's hard
Yes, I know,
to maintain
I know.
Are you
multiple
tripping that
weeklies.
shit?
no, I'm not, because
It's
I
just-
Jesus.
got a
Like,
problem.
You kind of
with
find
doing
your
that.
one devotion.
I mean, we kind of
sometimes.
slowed up. Was doing it like 2 and 3. You know what I mean? And
I
then-
mean, the division was just. It just took me a lot longer to get back into it.
Yeah.
But once I did, yeah, it was just it's great.
Dog, I'm like going to sleep when
great.
the sun's up, and I'm like, Jesus.
That's
come
where
on.
I've been like floating lately. I don't have that. I've been like
You're looking
Destiny's
for
like
something.
a moment right now. So, hey, that means I'm floating around. I like that I got back into Enter the Gungeon. Defiance could be that if it gets developed better. I mean, hell, I got I'm using a grenade launcher, but I just got a rocket launcher, and then my character's built for light machine guns, and I'm the medic. So
Nice.
I drop a robot that buffs everybody. Every time I kill a guy, everyone around me reloads faster. I just got something where I have a second thing where everyone around me gains damage boosts. Like, I'm just going to be super tank.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
tanky.
Buffy, like,
Yeah, I just won't
The
like the soldier
the beauty.
character.
no, it's cool.
Yeah.
We got it. Well, that's like why I picked that.
Yeah, that's why
I like
yeah.
the support characters.
Well, yeah, that's a good thing about that game too, is that when you pick a class, it kind of forces you in that class
Yeah.
with your abilities and stuff. So if someone's playing at that, they can't be like out there. Well, they can choose not to use their abilities, I guess. But if you're playing
Yeah.
a game, you're going to want to use your abilities and
No,
stuff.
for sure.
And you choose that class, you can't really play outside of it. So
No, I
you'll at
agree
least have a
100%.
mix up.
Mine,
or
I
so.
abandoned. It's like pistols is something that's got a boost to it. So I
Yeah.
don't really play that one so much. I invest in light machine guns and just
Yeah, the Guardian just has a shield, and then what's this? What's the new one that I got? I just got something new. But anyways, it's overshield was what you start out with, which is cool. But it's like I don't know, seems kind of useless. But I don't know if it gives your surrounding.
you might like buff other people.
Yeah, exactly. So that's interesting. But yeah, the good weapons. I got an AR. I got a sniper rifle. Dude, the sniper
Nice.
rifles are really
the
clean.
snipers are cool in it.
They're really clean. I like how they feel. The guns are good. The shotguns are good. That's what my character starts off with: pistol and a shotgun.
Mine started off with like an AR and a pistol.
And then I got a sick combat like auto shotty that was just ridiculous. But then I got my first AR, and I was like, dude,
Yeah.
the ARs are where it's at for me in that game. For
But
sure.
I lost
You know there's
mine for
PvP.
some fucking reason. And
You know
now
there's
Oh
PvP.
yeah, yeah. And it's like 64 v 64
Yeah,
or some
there's
shit.
big
Like,
big
it's
big
huge
PvP matches.
PvP.
Yeah.
And
you got to unlock them, or are they just available?
I did some public
No, yeah,
events
they're just
last night.
available,
When
yeah.
I was
That's
playing a
pretty
bit last
tight.
night, I did some public events where like
It's
it
the
was that giant
contamination thing. Oh
no,
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 that's
it's that,
division.
like, giant worm.
Yeah.
And then this bug that flies out of it occasionally.
Yeah,
and
the
you gotta kill it.
extermination thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extermination,
so-
whatever. I've been in a couple of
But
those.
there's a
Good-
ton of
good
people
loot.
in those, and it runs fine.
And good loot.
How do you open those boxes? You got to get something. I don't know what.
Well, for at the end of it?
Yeah, that you get good loot drops.
Mine just
but
open.
There's supposed to be a key or
It's not.
something
It's not.
to open it.
It's not giving you your like basically. Sometimes when you play, it doesn't give you like that win. If you get the
Oh, I've
win, you'll
gotten
be
the
able
win,
to open.
but the chest. It
and
says
you weren't.
like-
You weren't able to open the box.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
like
I tried
played.
before it said because it's a really long stall before it gives you the mission complete sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe you gotta wait till that loads. Maybe
Okay, 'cause,
that's
like,
my
with
issue.
me,
I'll
when
check
I
it
was
out. We'll
playing-
report back.
Yeah, when I was playing,
Report back.
it was just giving it to me, but this one time it wouldn't open. But then I realized that I was able to do that mission again, so I guess like I slid in at the wrong time or something. I don't
Cool.
know.
Time slide.
That's something
There
I
you go.
don't really understand yet. I'm trying to figure that out.
The game's a bit wonky, but hopefully it'll get
Time
better.
slide.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a little breaky
break.
break. Yeah, I've been Division.
Okay, that's
Division,
fair.
Defiance.
That's fair. You
Yeah.
guys just railed off on that for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, real shit though, dog. That game is really about to take over. I'm buying the season pass. I just made up my mind about it. I can't even.
And I'm stalling. I bought a Fortnite season pass.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I
man.
know. All right, we're going to take a little break. Then we're going to come back with some gaming news. That's all here. The Plug Gaming.
And some brand new games.
Yeah.
Live on DFZRadio.com.
Let's get it.
Big go to Sprite, nigga. Man, I'm blowing on Texaco. This shit came on a flight, nigga. And I'm so professional, tailor-made, precise, nigga. And I told my lad bitch that I love her, but I ain't gon' fight with you. Way too much money on my mind, these dead white people. Nigga, how to lay you the blood, I'ma leave the hype, nigga. Cushion authentic, that pathetic, but I ain't white, nigga. I heard you like the credit, you ain't rockin' real right, nigga. No. But jumped out the chain game with a lot of pain. I just want a bad nigga for the fame. Yeah, that big baby, she for the game. Stack a star, gotta maintain. Play the smart nigga from the start, going hard like this is my leg game. Yeah, bitch, I am LeBron Wade. Chopper give your ass a blunt fade. Ooh, for everything I do it for my family. It done before this honor till they take my breath away. And I'm posted on that corner till I see a better day. My young nigga pull runner, they pull up and eat your face. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on.
And I don't hold up shit, you know what I mean, but to represent, you know what I mean, but to be me, you know what I mean, procreate, have better seeds, make a better nation.
I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Caviar got me scorched. Why you niggas smoking Newport shorts? And you wonder why your bankroll short. Probably cause your ass never left the porch. I be grinding and making moves, you know the business. Pound the block, pushing work till it's finished. Serial killers need no fucking eyewitness. Extra clip, shit, I'm on my Blake Griffin.
Respect you, respect me.
I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like this.
Seen the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The triple beam the way to me. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Tapes confused with wearing capes, you fools. Still breaking the rules, roll moving, you lose. Handyman with the tool, I had to rock his body. I came to body like Lottie Dottie, and I don't wanna hurt nobody. I'ma break it down with the get down, watch it go down, hold it down with the 4 pound. Now you know now, it's about to go down.
Respect you, respect
I've
me.
been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like
Seen
this.
the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The triple beam the way to me.
My weaknesses and my strengths. But everybody know my strengths definitely outweigh my weaknesses. As long as that, I'm a human being, like everybody else. And if I meet somebody perfect, then they can train me. And they can help me be perfect. But there ain't nobody out there perfect. So we'll all just get along with it.
They say Machiavelli's resurrected, I can feel his presence, but the coldest thing, Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck he think he is? Talking about Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck is it? I'm an outlaw thug, like hustling to the death of me. Brutalist, alien, I'm mom lost, baby. Worth to get money, knowledge, and I fucking lead. Think I seen a ghost if you stood right in front of me. Tupac eternally, Rogers on his own shit. Think like new money, and you can pass it, show me. Worldwide masterpiece, hustle on this fucking street. On that dead fed crime, so they still tapping me. $1 million smile, girls say I'm sexy. Bachelor in arts, got it in psychology. Player, you ain't fly as me, still can't see me. Stand on oxygen, or you can't even do the breathing.
Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman, fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman, fly in the city.
All the dab on me, man. All the drip on me and Z Bentley, man. Ain't know what the fuck going on, man. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. I got all the drip, all the drip.
Throw the bitch a whole nother bean. Got a moon walking like she Billie Jean. She say she on 3, that's a triple team. Say she on 3, that's a triple team. And I'm fucking around and hit 3 niggas. Goddamn shawty, that's triple beam. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. And I'm kicking shit, no bully. She walked in the bitch like screw me. But it pat down my foolie. I used to be bro, didn't know me. Swift with me, I ain't talking boom game. Me and everybody hit the motherfucking floor. Got a rollie on my wrist, couple hundreds on my feet. I'm a shilly bitch, you already know. Late night in the church with the killer gorillas and thug niggas in the motherfucking crease. And I'ma throw the D real for a little nigga, and you know that your bitch the receiver. Nigga ain't gon' win on the beetle. Make the whole stand still black beetle. Bitch, you fly them motherfucking eagle. Bitch, you fly them motherfucking eagle.
Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Get your man down, me see sunshine. I run the south, I run sun up the sundown. We can put no friends up, put them guns down. Or we can put them guns on which way you want now. You know with the bird, button down. Blue fade rollers and them diamonds on bust down. Had a bad day, you better hush now. Hey, bitch, I been dabbing, bitch, I been having. Rolling all gas, that much now. I ran on the rad, that's a touchdown. I move, fool, good as shit go. So the dick so long, she caught the hit go. I want thank God for a new year. Hey, I pour that act in the motherfucking roof. Additional year on the coupe. I look up and I ain't her roof. And I kiss shit, no fever. My pockets swell up like the measles. I pull up and pop at your people. Patrolling the spot with the heater. Don't say no name, I got amnesia. I lick it and leave on the teaser. No second, no, I can't repeat it. I told her Michael Jackson beat it. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip.
to you. Lie, lie, I do it to you. Do it to you. Lie, lie, do it to you. Do it to you. Do it, lie, do it to you. Do it to you. I do it to you. Do it like bang, keep it on the low, on the floor. I could pick a hoe, any money, mo, like wet. Bang, baby, give me more. Listen, man, I ain't even know. Then a nigga close like damn. Why you ain't cuffin'? A lot of niggas taking shots, but they ain't never land nothing. If we in the club, baby, better understand something. If I grab your hand, you don't get another chance, honey. Honey, never get another chance, baby. All the booty, you can put it in a rubber band, honey. Honey, fresher than any other man. Women, they do anything. Niggas never understand money. Money, or maybe I'm just really that nigga. I ain't wearing no capes, giving out a glass slipper. For the record, had a woman tell me she could do better. Couldn't tell her she was joking, but I couldn't lie. Fucking lie. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Been mad for a year. Uptown kicking while you ain't over here. Say hello now, naked when your mans ain't here. Say the water levies won't give a damn in here. We on wrist straight froze. You know what I want when I want what I get her. Pouring Patron and some more with the liquor. Keep going and going, her mouth is so tender. She cry wolf with her hair gone. She a wolf with her hair on. Yabba dabba ding dong. Whoa, whoa, goddammit, I'm a bad bitch. Vanity got them all in the hammock. Put the paws on them, got them all in the panic. If we all go to Mars, that's a whole nother planet. Whole nother planet, whole nother planet. Goddamn. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you.
Fucking bad bitches, getting money while I'm fucking bad bitches live. Fucking bad bitches, put my face in the city life. Fucking bad bitches, getting money while I'm fucking bad bitches live. Fucking bad bitches, put my face in the city
DFZRadio.com.
Yeah. Naps. Knock off. What up, Saint? And we hustle. Hustle hard. Team ADXN.
What these niggas want from me? Haters wanna eat now, you never get lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Yes.
We are the plug.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We are back.
Plug Gaming, DFZRadio.com.
This is fantastic.
Your favorite gaming content supplier on the interwebs. That's right.
Welcome back.
Switching it up every week, giving you live reviews, news, and other things.
Coverage and bullshit.
Gaming, dude. That's
Sometimes
what we do.
bullshit.
We game a lot. We share that experience with you. Right now, we're going to talk about some gaming news.
A lot happening this week.
I mean, this is kind of like a pop culture type deal, but like great gaming deals. Amazon Prime Day
Let's
is
go.
live right now.
Oh man,
Fucking just discount
I'm
galore.
like just getting into
Shit's
using
insane.
Amazon. I'm gonna have to go shopping now.
Somebody, oh, okay. Is that us? Is that us?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, shop phone. These motherfuckers wild back here. The studio is multiple things.
busy people.
Yeah.
That's how you make
But
money in this world.
Amazon Prime Day. Check it out. Gaming deals are there. They have them, consoles, accessories.
Thank you.
All of it. Go check it out. And other stuff too. Just Amazon's just a great thing. Kind of. I think so.
Jeez, what game should they buy?
Anything that you'd like, but if
Monster
if
Hunter,
it
if
were
you
me,
haven't
yeah,
done it
Monster
yet.
Hunter, The Division, which you can get a great deal on, I'm sure. That's like a great game to play for cheap right now, and it just, like I said, there's still tons of people playing it. It's still
Rainbow
viable.
Six Siege.
Siege. That's we have some news about that for later too.
Borderlands.
Borderlands, yeah.
Borderlands just got this really weird. Like they have, what do
Ja.
they call them? Like unconventional updates. What do they call them? They just came out with like a really massive update actually. That just I don't know,
Earthfall. You
bringing
can
everybody
get
back.
Earthfall.
Earthfall, is that going
We're
to be on
gonna talk
special?
about that. I don't know about special, but you can go grab
I was
it.
like, that's new.
That was a good game.
I thought you
But
were holding
anyways-
that off for a minute.
No, I was just saying we can mention it, but we're
Good
gonna
idea.
talk about the actual game later.
Mega Man X will have easy. Sorry, now I'm like. Just
Now
saying
he's
that.
going off. See, this is the... Jeez.
Damn.
Listen up.
Okay.
Look.
Anyways. Are you
Should
gonna
I just say it? Should-
No,
no, I didn't know
no, you shouldn't. you started with look. Okay, anyway.
I'm trying to segue and I'm not good at it. That's the
Okay,
problem.
all right. Well, anyway. Yee!
Bring on the news.
Live, baby. The crossover for Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy that we've been talking about,
That's about to be raw.
it's
dog.
live in August, okay? And we weren't exactly how they were doing it, but this is it.
They didn't show much.
They have a video now. Well, at least one portion. The Monster Hunter, if you're playing Monster Hunter, the crossover will be the Behemoth, the famous summon that's been in all Final Fantasies. You can fight this Behemoth, and it will. It shows in the video. I'm assuming this will be in the game too. That it has its move Meteor Shower in it as well. So you're going to be going against that. And you look so crazy doing that expression with those glasses.
Oh,
my
man.
god! Oh my god!
Don't look at him.
That's going to be in the game, so it's going to be insane. Period.
Yeah.
Period. And they have a video
That's
out
bomb.
for that one, and it's crazy. It's insane.
Do we get
Then-
any teasers for outfits or anything?
I'm not sure. They didn't show anything like
That's
that. I
usually a
just
part
watched
of
that. I
those.
just watched that specific portion of the video, and then just released recently in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, you will fight the Rathlos. Will be the monster in that game because it's an online
'Cause it's
MMO.
the dragon that interferes everything.
Yeah, so he's
You're
showing.
just
I'm
like-
just in your game now. Oh, you were fighting another monster from your own game? I'm showing up in your game and just fucking everything off.
Boom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty tight.
That's how he
though,
is
dog.
too. Yeah, so that's super cool. Like
They're probably gonna make them big as shit.
That's
in Final
Capcom
Fantasy.
and
Rathalos,
Square
the
Enix, dude.
interdimensional troll.
You know, I love that. I love that. I really
That's
do. Those
dope,
are two
yeah.
big entities. Not scared of their what they're doing. They know they're happy with the games that they produce, and that the crossover is super viable. And it's a great way to promote both games.
Are the graphics pretty legit
What do you mean?
on with the transition?
Oh, it's gonna look great.
It's
The Behemoth looks great.
Okay,
It looks
that's what I was
fucking
wondering.
great. Yeah. Oh yeah. No problem.
did they show Meteor Shower or any of that?
Yeah, it's in the it's in
It
the
is in the
video.
show.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it's
okay.
like a video. Okay, so it's
Gotcha.
not. I'm not sure if the gameplay is what's in it. I'm assuming that's gonna be in it because that's got to be. That's like.
Hey, the Wrath.
That's
of
the
Those
how
problems
you
about
You know
find
the
it.
Final
That's how you
Fantasy.
find it.
That's the Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. You know, more of that Final Fantasy. You know, lore brought into it.
Yeah.
So regardless of what it is, I think it's gonna be great, and
And
that's gonna
there's
we're gonna get that in
gonna be
August.
something
Can you
like
imagine
you
what
make
Final
with
Fantasy
those
is
or
about to
something.
do to the Rathalos, though, dog? Those
There's gonna be
graphics
a
are about to
reason
look
to hunt
crazy,
the
right?
Behemoth, you know. So there's
Yeah.
gonna be something to
Well,
make with
no, yeah. There's it's timed. It's a timed event, and it's a quest, and apparently it's not ending. It doesn't end, so it's part of the game. And it's like a timed event, timed quest.
Hey, is he gonna pop up on maps, tearing shit up, dog?
No, I think it's I don't
Like the
know,
siege
man.
thing,
Who
maybe?
knows, dude?
That's
How
what
am I
I'm
supposed to
saying,
know?
dog.
Don't
That'll
ask me
be
those questions.
insane,
Don't
dog.
ask me those questions because I don't know the answer.
we will find out.
We
I'm
will.
excited though.
And more from the Capcom camp. Mega Man X will have easy mode, so everyone can enjoy the game. But that's not the topic that I want to talk about. I want to talk about making games too easy. Is that a problem?
I mean, I messed up the whole thing before because I read that.
Is that a problem? Do you think
Making
that,
games too easy?
Yeah, like
I mean, there's some
what do you
games-
mean? I mean,
hear
like
me out,
you
but
think you
look.
should be like you know, you
Define too
experience
easy.
You experienced
That's what I'm
Nintendo
curious.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of them have you beaten?
Everyone just about that I had.
Every single Nintendo game you played,
That
you
I
beat.
had.
Okay, that you played like until like
He's the
several
puppet
years of your
master.
life.
Oh, are you? I thought you were talking
Okay,
about like old school
my
Nintendo.
my point is, and Super Nintendo. My point is those games
They were challenges. They
Okay,
were.
exactly. The game is a challenge. So Mega Man is in that wheelhouse. They're all super difficult. Even the Mega Man 10s that came out on Xbox 360 and the 9 that were newer, super, super hard.
I read this whole article once about this
Super
like
hard.
nerd that was raging on how everyone regenerates health now.
Yeah,
And
right.
it used to be like you had
You
to
just
remember
died.
what
You
room
had to
that
get health.
pack was
Yeah.
in.
Right,
And you
okay.
abandoned certain ones because you knew how to get back there.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey,
or what
but
about
that's what I like about that about Earthfall, dog. They
what,
brought
or,
that.
Yes.
what
That
about
would've been
what
bad.
about
But
this is
wait,
my favorite one.
That's for later.
This is my favorite one. I know, Rocky. Come on, guys.
I mean,
You guys are
it's
Just tease it.
sloppy.
It's just it's
How was that sloppy, dog?
What about this one? What about this one?
So we can't
What about
mention
this one?
Earthfall at all.
No, I already did. I said we can mention it, but we're not trying to talk too much about it because if you
Ooh.
get this guy going, it's just
That's fair.
He's like, I'm trying to segue this. Like we already know he's just trying to get to the bottom.
All right, okay.
Okay, so let's pace
My
this
bad.
here.
All right,
Okay, let's
all right.
pace this here. Anyways,
I'm
we were
sorry,
talking
Patrick.
about how games were more difficult. What about this one? And this is my favorite because most people don't even realize this was a thing. First-person shooters, third-person shooters, you drop a clip halfway through. Right? Nowadays, you get the whole entire clip back. Your number stays the exact same of how many bullets you had.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was real life things. You had 6
Yeah.
left in the clip. You lost 6 bullets.
Exactly.
Don't drop that clip early, dude.
Yeah.
You drop it.
And those are things
you
that
go
just
to load back up.
transitioned
It gives
into
you the full
games
clip,
to
right?
make 'em
But go
easy.
look at your total. It drops 6 minus because the clip had the bullets in it. You dropped it.
But in
Like that was real life. And when it
I
mattered
don't
about
know.
bullets,
Like, I tripped out about Division though. You know, if you pay attention to him, he doesn't drop the clip.
never. And they instant
Yeah,
reload.
he
Isaac
does it
my,
and he pulls
my,
it and he
my,
puts it into
my
that
thing is
thing.
Isaac does it because Isaac runs everything in your system.
Okay.
So I'm figuring some way he has.
I
That's
think
how
it's
they
that
do it.
shit.
I'll give
that-
this
that
shout out to
Because-
then
easy
your good games
load.
like your Bloodborne and your Dark Souls that still keep that.
Dude,
so
exactly,
true.
and that's what
like,
I'm saying.
You got to
It-
remember where something is. You plan to leave.
But look how
things.
the following that they have too, huge, bigger
Yeah.
than what Mega Man has done because Mega Man hasn't had a game release. But you know, it's just getting to this
You had a
point where
cartoon
they're
once?
like, okay, Mega Man's for everybody, and it was like, yeah, I get it, Mega Man is for everybody, but like, you know, the easy mode, how easy is it going to be? Is what I want to know. Like, how easy are we talking? Is it just
Is
not
it
even
just a
challenging?
mode?
Whatever. Yeah, is it just not challenging or whatever?
But
like,
is it just a mode in the regular game?
yeah, it's just easy mode.
Then at least you know there's. That.
But like, there's just what about just normal and then hard? Like
This-
normal
this
is
is
supposed
why.
to be easy. Normal is supposed to be easy. Like it's supposed to be the
You know why they
got to
start doing that shit though? The people that want to get a bigger following put easy, medium, hard. If you trip that,
Yeah, it's wider spread. I get it,
Yeah.
but
And
we
it's-
just were talking about how when games do avoid that,
falling into
those are
retro
some of the
gaming-
greatest games
Yeah,
because
we
they have
get
the
it.
best feeling when you beat them because it's like this game was just hard as fuck and that's just what it was.
and I feel like the
Yeah.
games, ultimately should be more rewarding and things
But then
like
you got to
that.
think about it. When we were younger, the games that are kind of being brought back, they're making them more for the new age.
How about
kid.
this? That there's so many good quality games out that they're scared that if they don't make it presentable to every single person that they possibly can, that they'll lose out on sales just because the competition
But
is so
even
fierce.
take like
That's a guarantee.
even take like
right?
Nintendo.
You got to make it the most accessible thing you
Super
can.
Mario Land on Super Nintendo. You just knew what levels to go back to grind to get more lives. But
Yeah.
that was still like a game over game.
Yeah.
You went through plenty of those.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I don't know.
It's
There's
just-
a ton of all the Mario's
yeah.
are like that. Like you literally just played them until you just ironed it out,
Hey, you know
right?
what's
And
crazy?
then you like found something. You're like, oh, what? And then you
Transition.
memorized it.
Oh,
and then that
man.
became your tool.
Patterns.
And you're like, now I get. Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. You're like, now I can do this. And then you string like, I don't know. I always relate that style of playing, like how you challenge yourself through certain parts. Like you break the game down into smaller pieces. That's how I play every single game.
It's
every
not
game.
just can you get
Bro.
past
Fortnite,
the turtles,
even
it's can you get
Destiny,
the one up
all
by
that.
hitting all 10.
Yeah, like how do
Yeah.
I string together a 10 kill streak? I don't start by going off on 10 kills. I start by getting 2. Then
And
I
holding a
realize
shell.
then I realize what I need to do to preserve myself so I can get another 2. right? Because if I set my minimum at 2, I'm always achieving my goal. Then I just reset it. If I have full life, full armor, I'm able to get 2 kills again now. So what do? I always try to keep myself in that constant
And it's
status,
always those
right?
like beginning levels.
You learn
that
about
like,
that.
kind of master in those ways too, because you've played them so.
But
Yeah,
that's
but
what
you
I'm
learn
saying.
that
My
from
homie
playing
Joe
a
son,
game like that.
Oh, yeah.
he plays all this fool's games, and this little dude is like 7 or 6,
Yeah, and what
and
games
he's
does he play,
nasty.
though?
He
What
plays
games does he play?
Division.
Oh yeah, well,
He plays Monster Hunter.
well, Rocky. If we were introduced to those, if that was the game that was the bare minimum for you when you were a child, that's how good you would be too.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I
These
mean?
games are like he's competing with people who are adults online. He's playing.
He's also
he has
spent
his
the
own-
same
He's a
amount of
prodigy.
time, but you don't understand is he's also spent the same amount of time
I-
as
I
they have
understand.
with those electronics.
No,
Like,
I
you
agree,
know.
and I understand 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he can pull that off, do you really need to go? I mean, if you really want to play a game and be good at it, you're going to play the game and be good at
Yeah.
it, and you're going to beat it. If you don't want to, you won't.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. With this dude, he's playing the shit that his dad's playing, even like Dark Souls. So like, if he's beat these
Yeah, but-
games before his dad, he like anybody should be able to beat these games. Then like, you
Yeah,
just got to be able
exactly,
to put the
but
time
you're
into it.
talking. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about one kid that's
Time is a
prodigy.
thing.
Like I've seen little kids do things on bikes or skateboards that are impossible for an adult.
That's funny. My head also went to like 5-year-old doing a kickflip. Just
No, literally a 5-year-old doing like a 360 like fucking
yeah,
indie grab
there's-
out of a bowl like 10 feet over your head and landing it and then getting out and like acting like it's nothing. And you're like, what did I just watch? But this is what happens. We didn't have, when we were kids, we didn't have stuff like that to skate. You would never even imagined it. That's the first thing he skated. Like, that was his introduction.
development of the
No,
right?
It's
I
like
agree 100%. I'm just
someone
saying.
His introduction
He's
is
playing these games like without no like easy, medium, hard because it's like the
Yeah.
shit that you play online. And
which is the normal way of the game should be
Yeah,
playing. You're also
so-
talking about right now on the radio show about your 7-year-old buddy's
and
7-year-old
it's gonna
that
be
plays Dark
amazing.
Souls.
Find him.
so he don't give a fuck. He be
No,
putting shit online.
funny thing about ESR the ratings is that it's not illegal or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just
It's
for
like-
sales. It's just
yeah,
only for
you
selling.
can't buy it. Your
You
parents
just-
gotta buy it
Well,
for you.
no, it's not that he can't buy it. It's just illegal for the store to sell it. So it's not about him buying
It's
it
a
or anything.
parental
He can't
approval.
get in trouble for it at all. It's just
like
the store.
It's like school in the sense of
No, it only
parental
regulates. Yeah, it
approval,
only
yeah.
regulates the store. That's all. I found that out when we were doing the giveaways, and we had to look into that because we were like, dude, can we give this game away to?
To a kid, yeah.
Yeah, and you totally can.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well,
I mean, their parents might get upset about it, but
The more
the
you know.
rating for that is just for to control the sales to minors. There's
Yeah.
actually no reason why. It's like your kid reading a book or something. You just judge like, man, is this too much for him to read? Or maybe your kid can read it, whatever, you know? Just like any other media. When you start showing your kid certain movies, whatever, you decide if they're mature enough to handle it or not.
yeah.
And if
No,
they're
I
not, you
agree.
don't, because then you're going to have a little shit on your hands, and you're going to regret ever doing any of that. That was like, what about when, like, Problem Child, that movie was
Oh
out,
my
and we were
God,
kids?
dog.
Oh, they'd show you that? We'd be like, oh, my. Like, you think of so much stuff to do. Like,
Jesus.
so ridiculous.
Kids
I
are
know.
way
Hey,
better.
that little fucker, man.
they hate that. I
Where
guarantee you.
where did they find that dude? Is he alive?
I don't know.
It just felt like he was really like that. He should be dead somewhere in a ditch. He was insane.
You are insane.
Why?
That's all I have to say. What
I'm
are
just
you
saying,
What
dog.
are you talking
Dog,
about?
Magic
that
of-
Problem Child
magic
kid?
of movies.
He's insane.
What are you? I know. He's playing a role in a movie.
I'm
And
saying
you're talking about him doing his real life.
I'm saying
and
he
things
seems
happen
like
to him
he's
in real
really
life.
like that, dog, and he would have died already.
He's
man.
an actor. He's
Yes.
trying to
Oh,
do
wait,
that.
no.
Bruh,
Wait,
oh, man,
hang on
I
a
mean,
second.
it was believable, dog. It was the most believable shit I had ever seen.
Oh my god!
What awards does this kid win? 'Cause
I mean,
this
I-
testimony right here, amazing.
I'm just saying,
Amazing.
man. I was blown away by this kid.
Rewind
but I'm from
life.
Compton, and kids didn't act like that,
Yeah,
dog.
but rewind life now. 20
So
years.
I don't know,
Are we
man.
talking 20 years right
That
now?
might be some normal shit. I don't know.
That's not normal shit.
Oh,
it's not
okay,
normal
good.
shit. But I guarantee you that influenced a lot of abnormal shit to actually happen.
I
You
can
know what I
believe that,
mean?
man.
Is what I'm saying.
My
Like,
bad. I'm
Dennis
just
the
saying.
Menace.
Someone
oh, man.
shit in
Yeah.
a bag and lit it on fire because they saw it in a movie first.
He called the shit. Don't put it out with your boots, Ted. Oh man, I love it.
Damn, man.
I love that. Anyways, let's get back onto your
on.
track.
I got
COD,
that movie.
Black Ops 4,
What do you got
beta's
for it?
announced. Okay.
Oh, did you pre-order it?
Yeah, I mean you have up till the day to pre-order.
have to
it, but
pre-order?
yeah, you're gonna have to pre-order.
No, they're gonna
To
do
get
that
in on
early
this.
shit. Watch.
No, they're not.
You don't think so?
I already looked it up.
All right, cool.
So the multiplayer goes live August 3rd, and I think that PC goes August 1st. PlayStation is August 3rd, and Xbox is right after that. There's going to be 2 weekends, right in a row, consecutive. And then in September, they didn't announce the date, but that's when you're going to get the Blackout, which is the Battle Royale.
Oh.
So that's the name of the game mode, Blackout, and we will get to experience
Dog,
that.
this is about to be the most insane shit in the world, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's going to be super, super dope.
the aggression of Call of Duty.
Yeah, brought into the Battle Royale.
What the
Well,
fuck,
it's like,
dog?
I hope
dude,
there's actually
you know,
a
there's
level
lot
that
of talk.
is blacked out, like you're like in a cave. And
Well,
there's
I'm
just, like,
thinking
no
that
lights.
that
I
might
would love
be
at
how.
least one.
I'm thinking
map
that
of
might be
this.
like how you start or something like that. You
Think
know
about
what I
that.
mean?
Like you're just wandering around and you got like flashlights.
You're
and
all right
thermals.
next to each other. You're all
Oh,
right
man.
next to each other in like a shipping crate,
There's like some
blacked out, and then you just get released. There's no parachute drop. or
Hunger
anything.
Games motivated.
Anyways, let's not get into
I like
that
this-
because
okay.
our ideas seem to come to reality, and it might be because we
told you, dog.
release them to
We-
the universe. Okay.
I mean, I
So-
want to see these all as games, so thanks.
I know, but I want to make
Yeah, I'm
money
trying
off
to
of
get
these and
my
make a
yips,
game,
dog.
bro.
Pay me.
Monetize
Cut
your
the
thoughts.
check.
Where's our lawyer?
Monetize
Where's our lawyer?
your thoughts. Anyways,
All right. Well-
that's gonna be super sweet. I'm stoked. I'm pre-ordering. Rock, you already pre-ordered. We already have several other people that pre-ordered. We gonna be on it. PlayStation 4 is the console of choice. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yep. So that's where we'll be come August 3rd. Something else is coming out around then too. So that's supposed to be pretty big. What's coming out around then? I can't
trying to
remember.
think. Is the Fortnite?
Oh no,
gonna be
October.
around then?
October.
Yeah, October's gonna be
October
fun,
is
man.
lit. October's lit month. Call of Duty's actually coming out that month too, but that's the lit month for a lot of stuff. September, October.
When's
is,
Battlefield?
Is
we know?
right around that time as well.
They're always competing. So.
Always, yeah. It's
Yeah.
always fall. It's always fall.
They're like those
Um,
rivals that live across, like get businesses across the street from each other that do the same
Yeah.
thing.
They, like, throw
They're
shit
just,
at
like,
each
yelling,
other,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, hey,
They
we're
hire-
opening our doors at midnight.
They hire the puppet master
So are
to
we.
To troll.
yeah. Dirty work.
It's the best.
Dirty
But
work.
that's why the battle royales
Why the
are
spaghetti
gonna
tastes
be
like
something.
shit? Have you guys seen that movie, dog?
Dirty work? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jesus, man.
That's the Saigon whore that bit my nose off. Oh man, I love it. Anyways, Fortnite, the Battle Royales.
I just
It's
want to say
infectious.
those games, like they're both stepping into a whole new realm, and
Yeah. They're
I
infectious,
might have
dude.
to buy both and see what they are because
They're infectious, and it's going. Yeah, it's
This
gone
gameplay
super
style is
mainstream.
about
It's
to
gone
step in
super
AAA.
exactly. It's gone
Yeah.
super mainstream, and it's not like Epic Games is unfamiliar with AAA, but they're not. In this is a whole new thing where their graphics and their free game type don't make it AAA. I mean, it's high quality game. Tons of people are playing it, but this is where there's so many millions of backing. The
Yeah.
game has been, oh my God, there's so much stuff that goes into these games. And this is like the,
Yeah.
Hollywood production premiere of this style of game. And it's going to,
and those are your
I think it's going to live up to it. And then also, just
Everyone's
think
gonna get
about
back
the
to Fortnite
player base,
eventually.
but think about the player base of Call of Duty mixed in with those curious to get away from something that's Fortnite. Because, let's be honest, it's going to be it's season 5. It's super strong right now. But dude, Fortnite for a lot of people, it's already starting to, it's just been around for so long. They're not going away from it, but yeah, they were going to look for something else to play for a little bit of time.
But talking mainstream,
Yeah, and then exactly, you have the most mainstream of mainstreams. Before Fortnite was mainstream, the most mainstream was Call of Duty, and
but-
now it's coming back.
At
Yeah.
that, bro.
well,
Now-
I'm
now it's
talking
coming back,
World
too.
Cup status.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, well, okay, we can.
I'm
Sam's really
sorry.
trying to-
No, we're like talking this exact thing.
I know, but man, I don't know.
Followed that
World Cup
perfectly.
is yeah, it's mainstream. Yes, but what Sam's talking about is in the World Cup we've seen the Take the L Dance show up a couple times in the regular games, right? In the regular tournament. However,
by France.
the final, the probably most viewed sporting event in the world, the World Cup final, won by France, was the Take the L Dance performed by Griezmann. How? Why? This is it's glorious,
dog.
man. It's glorious. I love it.
That's a real life
The
proud-
transcends
that's a
it
proud
transcends
moment.
everything, right? It just
Like-
passes through. Pop culture moves it right through. Now you see it on the biggest
It
stage
will have a movie
of a whole nother event, soccer.
either come out in 2020 or be
It's
announced
great.
in 2020. There will be a Fortnite movie.
We know.
We know this. It's just no.
I hope not.
It is.
Why?
It's
Why
already
are they
hit.
gonna do it?
Hey, if they
You
made it
know
a
it's happened.
cartoon,
It's hit. It's
But yeah,
marked.
Fortnite season 5 though is underway too, and it's lit.
Or
And
there's a
it's
kids
competitive,
show
too.
for it.
if they made it a cartoon, it'd make sense. They just
Yeah.
give all the characters personality. I mean,
And speaking of movies, I know you guys both watched it, but I just recently got to finish it. Ready Player One.
man.
Oh
great
my
fucking
God.
movie, dog.
Amazing.
Highest recommendation. If you have not seen it, go see it. Story or book by Ernest Cline. Great. Directed by
Steven
Spielberg. Great. Then,
greatest-
the fucking movie though, the actual movie, the characters, all of the pop culture, all the stuff makes it. It's your dream. It's literally your dream, your fantasy, whatever, all thrown in there, put into a movie,
It's the
and
book.
it's fucking great.
It's
yeah.
the world the book created.
It is so
It's-
good.
it's
They did
so
everything
well done
so
in
good.
that, and the
Yeah.
way they step from like live action into the CGI.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
the-
And everything.
about it.
Oh, it's
so
so
well done. So
This would be the
clean.
greatest game ever made.
They did everybody. They did everybody justice
I don't
that was
know.
in it. They did it. Highlighted everything that it should, and was all across the board great. Like high quality. Like if not gamer, non-gamer, go see it.
Yeah.
You're a gamer and you want to like
Have
bridge
you
somebody
witnessed
into it.
anything from the 80s, the 90s?
Yeah,
the
because you'll see
2000s,
those
the
exactly. They'll see
anything
something in there, and they'll
ever
have a
of
little
pop culture.
Yeah, it'll have a little feel for them. Like it will get them the nostalgia no matter what, right?
Yeah.
If you had experienced that time
This
at all.
book is about a virtual reality world where you have access to all of that in
Yeah.
digital form,
It's
and you
great.
can go anywhere and do anything
It's great.
from any pop culture reference
Yeah.
ever.
Absolutely.
Plus Willy Wonka story.
Yeah.
PlayStation
great.
tried that already.
This is another one of those where I put this here on this as like the hot headline, but the real topic is something else. But Rainbow Six Siege, right? Toxic as fuck. The community is good, but it's also terrible because people get so into it,
Yeah.
and it makes them just care way too much about the game. So Ubisoft,
Passionate
right,
gamers.
has been dealing with this stuff for a long time, but they've basically just had enough. This is something you don't usually see, but they're doing instant bans from anybody reported for racial slurs in the game. Okay, so that's not, we know that happens. That's not really what it's about. But what about this act, the act that they're doing, this ultimatum, right? You will lose your account if you engage in this behavior. Cleaning up online gaming. Like, do you think that's good, or do you think that at the core of it, I don't know. I play a lot of competitive stuff in real life, and racial slurs don't get thrown out unless somebody really, really wants to, they either hate you that much or they really want to fight you. Because even in the competitive spirit, standing right in front of somebody, at some point you earn some respect for them, even if they're beating you, even if they're better than you, right?
Yeah.
Usually when you're man-to-man or person-to-person, that happens. But somehow on the internet, that respect, no matter how good you are, the respect never really gets there. You're trash, whatever. People just say whatever they want. You know what I mean? Does this help clean that up to where there actually will be, the instant
Not at
bans?
all.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think that it's the greatest thing, but I think it will keep. I think it's a good act to keep.
No, I appreciate that because it just creates assholes online like myself. But
But I don't get how, explain to me how, the instant ban doesn't, well, you're just not going to play that game.
because this is going to give the trolls the power that they need to do what they do best.
Well, how's that?
Get
Make
the
an
world
infinite
banned.
number of accounts.
How are they going to get the world banned?
Because it only takes a group of 5 people to get into a party chat and be like, this nigga said this, and bam. Banned.
Yeah, but the person
Insta-banned.
that says that is instantly banned, and
That's
you
a
have to
good
be reported.
question. How does it does it define by?
They're
Well,
going to
this is what I'm
report
saying.
you. They're going to report you.
Oh, like,
and
are
it's
they
all-
going to review the shit? Or are they just going to listen
Well, dude,
to them
I'm
and
not
ban a person?
imagining that they're listening to your chat.
That's
so
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
write
So
this
all
down
these
in a
trolls are
message-
going to do is be like,
And I'm pretty sure,
This
like
dude
as
said
Dutch
this
puts
and
it out,
banned.
it's only
No,
used
it's
for
for
like,
messages or
aggression.
something, like-
it's only used for.
If you
like,
send somebody a message that has a
token
racial slur
aggression,
in
so-
it, like
I'm
you've
not,
gone
I'm not
to, you've
talking about
gone.
a message. I'm talking about like when you talk online.
Well, they
because
can't ban that.
That's what I'm
You can't
saying.
ban what you say something online. Well,
So,
that's
like,
not
if
what I'm
you-
obviously not what I'm talking
Well,
about.
it's a weird
Motherfucker, if I say
censor-
racial slurs playing
censorship.
against you in a game, like how are they gonna?
I thought that's where they were taking it. Though.
No, messages, dude. Nobody talks real shit over the mic. Like I don't listen to any, but most like you just mute somebody over the mic, Rocky. I'm talking about them sending you a message.
Well, I mean, like as
or,
we've know, like
on
it's-
PC gaming, there is just the chat, do. Like all that stuff's obviously collected. And
Usually,
recorded.
like complaint-based systems, once it becomes repetitious, you get banned, right?
Yeah, but this is an instant ban
Like,
for
you've
one time.
experienced that,
You
so it
get
comes
reported
from-
for a racial slur.
this
You
is
provide the
immediate.
evidence. It's immediate banned, and you're done. There's
Is
no
it-
coming back. That account's banned.
But I mean, people are just going to get creative and start calling people stupid smiggers or something.
That's a racial slur. That's the point of a slur. It encompasses a lot of different like
But-
you know.
I don't know, man.
I
think so.
Okay, well, like
because people curse online.
you can, but you're
Yeah.
mistaken what I'm saying. Because like I can say something to you right outside of this door, amongst me and you over a person, like, and that it never happened, right? It's your word against mine. So that's not what I'm talking about. Obviously, if I wrote down,
It's about when
fuck
you're
you,
streaming on the internet.
you, and then handed that to you and like delivered it to you to your face, where it actually like would sting a little bit more, like seeing it in words.
Would you pay for the stamp?
If somebody says something online, it doesn't really carry any weight, because like I can hear the person and judge like how old they are, what they like.
No, I'm saying. Like,
So it doesn't really bother me. But I'm
people
talking
would
about
just come up with
messaging,
new words.
all
So,
categorized
okay, so
into
trolls
racial
will be
slurs.
trolls, but like like you're putting it, they a heavy foot because it's usually aggression based.
Even if you're trying to just be a troll,
But-
it's not tolerated.
Yeah.
Like a racial slur, it doesn't matter whether you're being
It's
aggressive or
usually
not.
pretty well self-policed on the internet at this point.
I don't think it is.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's out of control on the internet right now.
I mean, like, I don't know. In a lot of public forum places, it gets stopped pretty quick.
I'm talking about like
because
in your game, in the
it's-
game,
Okay, so
on
then-
the game.
Okay, so
Well, in a public forum, they are not going to ban. Like you get banned.
I'm not
from the
disagreeing.
forum.
I'm saying like so.
Well, I think there's some confusion on what we were talking about, so maybe we'll just move to the next
No. I get what you mean. Like there's
next
self.
thing. Because Rocky thought I was talking about if somebody said it in words, and then you're saying bringing up a forum, and I'm talking about while you're playing this game, while it says you're playing the game, you send somebody a message to them, or they have evidence of you using a racial slur. It's
Yeah.
not a check mark. It's not a.
Is it complaint based or is
no,
it?
if you send it once,
it
you
hears
get
it?
a report.
if
How
it's in
else
a
would they find
message.
out? How else would they find out?
I don't know. Are you saying if it's heard over the mic or just in a message?
How
I
would
don't know.
Ubisoft hear it over the mic? I don't understand.
I don't
that.
know. Maybe they
Okay,
just got
so
a
that's where
nosy
I was
asshole
confused.
there. Like,
Pretty sure that's illegal.
A message is pretty easy.
I'm pretty
to,
sure
like-
that's illegal. And then if they found out, they're like, "Well, we overheard you over a thing." Like that'd be like you're eavesdropping on my conversation. But also that could be filed under the Patriot Act.
That's where you also have just the First Amendment because they're censoring. So that's where I just was questioning.
I don't know, man. I feel
No,
like
it's a
you can't-
message. Obviously,
they
how
should
do
be
you
trying to
communicate?
put ties
When you
on
are trolling
people.
somebody, dude, you don't do it over the mic. You don't know if they're even listening to you half the time. That's not how you really troll anybody. I don't care what you say to somebody over the mic. It carries no weight. They probably
Bruh,
muted you halfway
I've
through.
had people shit on themselves, literally lose their
Rock,
fucking mind.
They just screaming and yelling at you because you're annoying them. Though
no,
it's not like you're not really like damaging them. It's the messages obviously that are back and forth that really get to people. That's when you really get under somebody's skin, when you have the messaging. You're taking the time to have them write something down and type it out to you.
It's pretty easy to do on your phone.
Yeah. Well,
No,
well
I
guess
don't-
what's
I
even?
don't
Guess
send
what? Even's
messages
easier. fuck you.
I don't even send messages.
So
on
that didn't really-
I don't know, man. I feel like they need to stop trying to censor
I'm
people
not
and
an
shit. Let a
aggressor
motherfucker live their life, you know. And if you too pussy to play the game, get off the line. That easy.
Okay, so then it's cool online, then it's cool in real life. People just drop racial slurs. They see you.
Live your fucking life.
Drop racial
because
slurs,
you know
dude.
if you
You're cool
say
with
it
that.
to me
That's
and
what
I
you're
see
saying.
you,
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna fire on you.
That's cool. Okay.
You know what I mean? That's
That's
the whole
cool.
thing. It's you fire on that fool.
Okay. All right.
If
All
I
right.
never see you, you just
Okay,
some pussy
Rocky-
online. That's it. And I'm swagging out on you.
And that's
I'm
my
gonna dog
point.
you.
And that's my point is that the fact that you're online allows them to say this stuff freely. They would never say that to you in person. I just literally said that earlier.
The anonymity.
They would say it to you online. And this is one of those things to be like, dude, you're just being a fool. Nobody really cares what you're saying. It's actually just unnecessary. And we're cleaning up unnecessary things, which are known as trash, which you put them away and get rid of them when they're unnecessary. That's just a logical breakdown of, like, the process of, you know.
So, like, hopefully they just take an appropriate, because that's where my question
Yeah.
was.
I mean,
like,
you're trying
where
to
do you draw
house
the-
you're trying
and-
to house a place that has a bunch of different people in it, and you want people that are making other people feel uncomfortable in there at the same place.
And I was only comparing it to like
No.
online forum. You get that better self-policing. So
Well,
this
yeah,
is
on the
more
online
them
forum,
stepping
yeah,
in and making
absolutely.
that policing.
Absolutely.
But all it takes
Absolutely
is then
on online
a little
forums.
switch. It takes, this is my friend. There's no like approve all conversation or whatever it is. NSFW allowed, you know?
I feel like you
All it
should
is
just
is
be
that.
able to
That's all
approve
it
a
has
person
to be
who
is
wants
an
to
approval.
communicate with you. It's that easy.
Well, dude, you just mute the people on the mic. and stuff I'm
Exactly.
talking
So
about. I mean, that's what
because you
you're
can
kind of
do
talking
that,
about.
since you can do that already, like get off the nigga dick, like Jesus. It's insane. Like you want to police.
I think that's
a
awesome.
fucking chat room.
It's not a chat room. It's a personal
Oh,
message to your. They don't police
It's a
chat rooms.
public
You're missing
domain is the
exactly what
problem,
I'm fucking
is
saying
you can just
the entire
hit
time.
anybody
That's
with
the
a
point.
message.
I'm pretty toasted.
So you
right
might be-
now.
I know, but like I literally told you 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a chat room or anything. I'm talking about your private message. Somebody is literally harassing you. What you do to
That
people,
you can
what
send
you
to
may be cool
strangers.
with, and I'm not asking you to necessarily answer as yourself. I'm asking you to
That
answer
could
as
be a
community
7-year-old prodigy.
member of the games you play. Like, do you think that is productive for the community? Is what I'm asking you.
Oh nah.
Not maybe those words. I'm not asking necessarily what you like to engage into because you know that it's toxic and it keeps people from playing the games that you were playing because you
But it's-
witnessed it, and we know that.
Treating a public space like a public space.
That's what I'm asking.
That's all it
Exactly.
is.
Yeah, exactly. The respect and rules of a public space, like you would in the real world. Most people would expect that courtesy online, right?
It's-
that
it's
aren't
like-
used to online, right?
It's like that dumb
And then you
thing
get the rude
that
awakening.
the
That's not how it is.
generation ahead
Oh
of
my
us
God!
doesn't
Don't you
understand.
love that though, man? I love when a new person
Well,
pops
yes, we
online
call
and
it
they
Xbox
enter a
Spirit.
room and
It's called
somebody-
Xbox Spirit.
Yeah.
You know, we know this, Rocky.
It's
the
like
best
people
shit in the
who
world.
don't get socializing online.
You know, the guy
They're
who pops
still
in.
socializing.
Hey, what's
So,
up,
like,
guys?
there's a
I just
public
bought my
space respect
Xbox,
about
you know.
shit.
Add
That's
me
it.
if you need any help on your thing. He's like, oh, fuck you. It's like, whoa. Where did that
We
come
all
from?
know how the community is, and that's what I'm saying. In chats, that is all fine. The fuck yous, your moms, we are expecting that. That's fucking whatever, dude. And
but
most
you just
people are,
talking about-
and
I
most
get
people
it. You
dropping
talking-
racial slurs without any knowing of anybody's identity. Anyways, they are just letting them fly.
Yeah.
literally fly. They fly. Okay. And that's fine. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about when somebody's taking the time out of their day to fucking get into your shit, to fucking just ruffle you up or whatever, but not by just sending you a message saying you're garbage or this what, but just going to a racial slur when they don't know anything about you.
I consider that fan mail.
Okay. That's so much fucking better answer. Thank you.
Okay.
So all I'm saying
That
is
really lets me know
that-
how you really feel about the whole time.
no, this is actually perfect because this is the thing. This is what you have to deal with is like you go First Amendment shit is what it is. So it's a switch.
Yeah.
It offers you, do you want to report this person? No.
Exactly.
Or turn off completely.
Exactly.
That's
and
it.
Ubisoft,
That's
right?
all
Okay.
it takes
You could report that.
to keep it appropriate.
But you could report that, right?
But-
And there might be zero action taken because they'd be like, oh, first offense type deal, right? Now there's not that.
It's a difference of
You're-
friends versus
you're banned.
strangers. It's
You're
you
banned.
could be talking like you get pissed at some prodigy 7-year-old. and you don't, you bring the wrong conversation. It messes.
You would never do that. It's the kids that do it.
Exactly.
So the people
all this
offended are the adults.
is just that stupid foot.
It's strictly
point
the
is-
adults
But you should have the
that are mad about
ability
that,
to
'cause kids
turn
be like,
off
"Fuck you too, Johnny."
any arm of that type of policing.
Yeah, I don't care
It's-
what anybody.
I don't know,
I
that's
mean,
what
I'm
using
honestly
my
in the same
logical
realm.
mind to
Yeah, I'm in the
answer.
same realm as you. If it happens to me,
Fan
Like,
mail, bro.
I
but
don't give a
yeah,
shit.
exactly. That's how I feel about it. I enjoy it. I usually respond back,
I
and
love
I
it.
give it some little flavor to it. Try
However,
to
I like
keep
to
things
fake 'em.
messages me,
Oh,
I
I
don't
appreciate
need
you,
any
but-
kind of
but I don't date
complaint
But-
system for it.
But personally,
care what he
because
sends
I
me
know
in
how
a
the communities
message.
usually are. Not everybody has been raised like me, or has the upbringing of me, or has the same feelings, or how they deal with things as me. And I understand that majority of people actually don't appreciate these types of things, and actually would prefer if they could just video game and be good at a game and not have to deal with like the nonsense of just being good.
And it's
How
the
do
part where
how
you
do
can just
file
message
a
anybody.
petition for like banning
You don't file one. You as a company,
pussies from online.
You have
as a
lawyer?
company,
Are you a
you make a
lawyer?
rule.
Figure it out.
That's how you do
He'll
it.
figure it out.
But I'm saying, like, could people get together and be like, look, this is the community. Ban all the pussies out there who
How could
are
they?
crying.
What are you talking about?
Just look at his glasses.
What are you really
Just
talking
look at
about
his
right
glasses,
now?
And it answers
And then,
the question.
okay, answer
Just
me.
look
Answer
at
me
his
this.
glasses,
Answer me
and it
this, and then we're gonna go to break. Can you connect that to anything that we were talking about?
All these pussies
But
online.
who are the
just
pussies?
crying.
Who are
Rocky's
the
talking
pussies?
about the
These
snowflakes.
fucking crybabies, like, oh my god.
Is that the
We
word?
want to ban people who say, things mean to people. Like, are you fucking serious? right
Racial
now?
slurs aren't mean. I don't even think they're mean. They're unnecessary. Is my whole point. There is no point.
So-
you can
but
be
this is what
more
I'm saying.
creative. You could be more creative with your insult than
But
just
I'm saying,
dropping a.
so if
it's
you
lack
send a
of
dude a
creativity.
message like, you fucking stupid pussy, your mom's a whore.
That's basic.
So that's not
Super
considered anything.
Oh, did you just call him basic? I'm just kidding. I
but
don't
that's
wanna hype
if
this
you
up
message
anymore.
that, if you message me that to me, I'd hit you back with a grammar. I'd be like, you
I
spelled
don't need
this
to
wrong.
get into. I'm just gonna.
Okay, so as long as I don't say like something racist strictly,
Yeah, calling someone, dude,
I just create new racist words.
yeah, but it's not.
And then
you
I'd give it a
it-
hashtag for it to
People
like
would call
really
you a
set in.
futurist.
Yeah, Rocky just. I mean, bitch, whore, whatever. It's super basic. Racial slur, the most basic.
Prodigy
Like-
Rock coming up.
Like you want to offend somebody, you drop a racial slur. That is just like the most basic thing. It doesn't even really get counted on there. It's just like,
I don't know.
how are you supposed to respond back to that without getting racist? It just is super toxic.
You
is my
don't
point.
respond to
Someone
it.
says your mom's a whore and like this and that. You're like, okay, like, what are you gonna write back to him? Your mom gay. Like that's what you write back. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not anything special. You engage in that. The guy drops a racial slur. What do you come back with? You know, white, black, whatever you are. What do you come back with? Something stupid.
I mean, I get
Back
hit
to
with
him. You know what I mean?
I get hit with the racial slurs that I never
me,
get racial.
Normally, you ignore it. But
I don't
most
get
people
racial though. I just
don't.
get I
you
get
have to,
mean.
You have to understand, And if it's a 7-year-old that's not a prodigy, who's just trying to play the game, whose feelings got hurt because someone just called him an N-bomb and he's not, and now he's like thinking it just ruined his world because that's never happened to him before.
But at the same time, that's what this separation is for. Age groups, like you aren't supposed to be playing games with this grown up.
Their mom allowed it.
Yeah, so then your mom has
That's
to
why you
accept the
pick-
fact that you're
you
exposed.
And that's
to
also where they heard, and that's
people.
also where they heard that racial slur from too. If they're a kid, it is too. I'm like, go get your mom, man. I need to talk to her.
But I'm saying,
Who wears the hood in the family?
but think about it, dog. Doing it that way, it's just I don't know. It's just
You can't do
creepy.
that. You can't clean it up. That's kind of what
Yeah,
this whole
it's-
thing is.
that's
Is that
just
you can't
creepy.
really clean it up. The instant bans aren't going to work,
Yeah.
and it's a good attempt. I
And
think
like
it's
Rocky
great.
said,
I think it's great.
The problem is usually just kids being
No, I think it's
dumb
great.
Kids.
I think it's
Because
great.
literally, I would never
So-
use my own, my like account to play against a person that I'm like I don't know. I would only play the games like I couldn't be weird on that account. Then I
I know.
would make
You know
a bunch
he
of
has
fake
he
ones.
has a particular account just
Cop
for
the
Grand
Hooligan.
for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I was saying you got the games that you just wilding in. You can't play under your account or you get banned or kicked from online forever. So,
AKA the Puppet Master.
you know, that's Compton Hooligan. When he gets kicked offline, then, you know, I know I went there. I took it there. I reached that.
Anyway,
So you have your outlet.
Because he doesn't
least-
have,
so
I don't
then-
put any money behind him. Like, you know,
Lucky-
he's just an
lucky for
account.
you, that's Rockstar, and we're talking about Ubisoft. So.
And I'm,
yeah,
Or-
Rockstar doesn't give
You
a
gotta
shit.
say, you gotta say
They
place,
know,
Rocky.
we know
It'd
that.
be you.
And my whole point on the kind of the whole thing is that most companies, Rockstar, other ones, all the big ones, don't take steps like this to regulate their community.
because it's fucking insane.
That's kind of the point.
Stay
of
out
it.
of a
This is
people's
step-
business, companies. Let them live their lives. Jesus. It's disgusting, man. That shit is disgusting.
It's a
We're
switch.
gonna start banning people.
They always have banned people, though. That's why I'm so
Yeah.
funny. It's so funny about what you're saying is they've always done it. They're just saying it's an instant ban, first offense, which is extreme. Is
But
why I'm
that's-
bringing it up. And but because
Bruh.
people have been banned for racial
you
slurs
get
all the
banned
time.
for racial slurs, but you have to really be wildin', dog.
You have to really be
exactly.
racist.
So you're, but
And
I
that's the
don't
point.
know.
They ban you
That's
because
the
you're
thing.
racist.
I've
They don't
I've
want
had
racist
friends
people
online.
in their games.
No, seriously, I've had racist friends
That's hard for him
online.
to figure out or something.
No, I have racist friends online, dog. You can't stop people from being people, dog. You make it an online community to meet people from everywhere. Some people are
It's-
racist, some people are not.
it is freedom of speech. That's what do you
Racism
say?
is not freedom of speech. That's
no,
the funny
no.
thing.
That's
Racism
hate.
is.
It's hate speech.
And
it's
so-
not.
That's
It's
not
not. And that's why.
But okay. So can I hang on a second? So here's
This guy goes into straight. I learned what he learned.
Okay. But
It's not legal, and
Here's-
that's hate speech, and it's
but-
not legal.
I know that.
here's my point
Only for police.
about this. It's like
Only for police.
exactly as you said. Racist speech.
What'd you say,
is
sir?
Not is
It's not acceptable.
freedom of speech.
It's not acceptable, and that's kind of the
It
whole
is.
point of it.
Simply put, it's not freedom of speech.
Oh,
It's
yeah, exactly.
oppressing
exactly.
speech. That's all
Right.
it is.
I don't know.
So like,
I
but,
feel
but
like
what
we-
Rocky is talking about.
You gotta
is
have skin.
Not
Right.
racist
You gotta have
speech
skin in the game.
in his
Yeah.
social circle. Like,
But
put
no,
it that way.
no, what
like
Rocky
you
is-
But
Yeah, you're right. You're right, but it's not racism
And
for
so-
Rocky. Rocky's favorite word is also hate speech. So he has to accept every other word that he gets called because he uses just
so
the
anyone
ultimate.
on the internet
He uses
should
the
be able to
ultimate.
say no thanks and end it there.
He
And that's-
uses El
That should be
Ultimo.
the easy way to handle it.
And he knows exactly what word I'm talking about. It's the first thing he says sometimes when he comes into the chat. And you don't even know who's in there.
I don't know, man. Fuck.
That's too good. It's too good.
I'm just saying like that, but
But
that's
no,
where
you're
the
right.
line is.
You're right.
That's where the
his,
line is.
His deal is heavy, so when heavy stuff comes, he's like, whatever, man. Like, I'm
But
about
most
to
of
drop
the
some
time-
shit on you too. So
Bro,
here we
but
go.
most of
thing
the
is, like,
time
how
he's
can you
in a
let a
place where
person
that's
affect
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
That's what
right.
his
That's the norm.
It's social circle.
It's the norm.
That's what it is.
It's
but
the norm
anyone
for
should
him.
be able to step outside of it. Is what? But Ubisoft is being the ones that step in the line.
When you're in a
That's the
public,
thing.
when you're in
I
a
found
public
Where
out
I'm
chat.
saying I'm
This
drawing
is
the line,
something,
and it
though.
should be like I guess you have to message
I'm-
somebody.
I found out I'm worse than a troll.
Rock, we know that.
Yeah,
Trolls
I'm-
actually do this shit for fun.
I'm-
you
You
just
see, the
fucking
trolls
do
are
it.
attached to
Bruh,
strings.
this is the thing.
and
They
you
said
follow
that
those
I'm
strings
worse.
Up and you know what you
I was
find?
reading this thing. It says that
You know what's at the top of the strings?
you know who told Epi told me that I
Sticks.
was a troll hunter.
Being held by the puppet master.
He says that it makes you 10 times worse than a troll.
You're Blade.
Because you're a troll who
You're the
are
Daywalker.
Yeah, basically because you're a troll too. But then you troll trolls. That's what you get off on. And I didn't understand that.
Don't ever say that again.
I do get off on that. Though. That's my thing.
So like there you go.
I
There
love
you
to
go.
just ruin people's day. I don't get it. I'm a fucking terrible
There's
person.
4chan and there's the rest of the internet. You know.
I'm a terrible person.
Anyways, can we move on to this next one? Let's move on to this
No, I
next
think we're
line.
really
here.
getting far.
I know. Rock's having a breakthrough right now. Rock's having a breakthrough right
You
now.
should support this.
Destiny 2 update
that'd be good.
1.2.3. I love that for whatever reason. Bounties return. So we're getting some D1 flavors in D2 to hopefully.
It ain't gonna do nothing. Destiny is dead. You heard it here.
You didn't hear it. Hear
So
it here.
maybe this was my
yeah, I
point with
know.
the
I'll
Nick
wait
and
for
Philly
No,
four
thing.
no,
seconds.
no.
I'll
It's
wait.
been said 1,000 other places. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
We're scared to say it at all because
Ugh.
I'm like 90%, 95 we need the defibrillator. We need to get that lubrication on the
Something,
defibs
man.
and just, you know.
So just as much as that Nathan Fillion thing, where like he wasn't actually the Cade 6 voice actor for Forsaken.
Yeah.
It's like a Destiny's becoming this hollow shell of we tell you here's what it is. It's like everything feels like a more hollow experience as they introduce things from D1 back.
So wait, what's going on with?
Well,
Cade?
they're not insert. They
He
haven't
doesn't sound
really
like Cade
introduced
anymore?
anything.
I know it's just actually like Nathan Fillion said that wasn't him voice acting.
So it
and
doesn't sound like him?
He's Cade 6. I don't know.
Okay, Rocky. What they're saying is that for some reason,
People
no
follow
longer
voice actors
the
like
person
like people
that
follow
is
actors.
normally the voice actor that has been
But I'm saying, did they change his voice?
for however many years is no longer that guy.
No,
they
I
got
get
somebody
that.
else.
It just-
So what does that usually mean?
Some
They
weird
changed his
contract
voice?
thing.
I don't know, nigga.
Some weird business contract thing.
Usually
which
it's
has been
a
the problem with
budget.
this game.
Usually it involves
for
budgeting,
the whole thing.
where the money it needs to be somewhere for something, and they're like, well, it's voice acting, and Cade 6 is dying.
It was Nathan Nolan. Isn't that who did the Ghost?
Hey, for real, right?
So you're
Change his voice for a
for the
cheap guy.
for this exactly.
Is Nathan Nolan the one who did Ghost? You know? I, don't know, I think that's
Nathan-
something like that. He plays another character.
In the show?
We'll
I'm
see.
saying the game, my bad.
But you know, the point is that
I don't know. I read about it.
What are we talking about?
We're on Destiny. We're talking about
No,
how they
that's right.
come out with shit. We're concerned that it comes out and it's a hot. You don't stay on it because it's just like we were talking about Faction Rally. It's like, well, it just dies quick because
Yeah.
it is not. It's just a grind. It's not.
it is literally
why
just
am I
a
doing
grind, and
this?
it's not fun. And it's
So you just want to jump into a different thing.
the
where
thing
at
they're
least you're
gonna bring
grinding
back
through a story.
So this should change that though. So this should change the format of how the game's played. You're not going to spend so much time on just one place. You're going to have a reason to go to different places, and it's not going to be just for okay. So like Destiny 1 ran into this problem when it came to resources. So you had to always go back to a planet just to get these certain resources, just that were planet specific. Well, it became a huge chore, and people were complaining about it because it was like not hard to collect. It was a longer task for something that was valuable for me to progress my gear, but was so easy to collect that when you went to the places, like you just looped these things to where it was so repetitive. They're like, well, if you have these other resources, you can trade them in now and get these ones, which was huge because it still kept you getting those resources. You still got them when you were out, but you didn't have to make these constant loops,
talking
right?
about some
These
trips
trips and
and-
things. So that's what's happening when you could do the
It's like in Monster Hunter, the pirate guy you send out, and he'll bring back specific types of items for you and things.
But the thing is that exactly like that's something that does it for you. Well, in this way, it was basically your other
extra
items that
cycle.
you would be getting from leveling up. You would be able to switch those in, or even Glimmer, and buy these items. Okay, so these are things that they're running into now with how they do the Flashpoint, right? It makes it super repetitive, right? Then you have to go back to maybe even the same place to do the escalation protocol.
Enough that there's memes about Mercury on this.
Super repetitive, right? Super repetitive. Okay, they're running into these same things where you're asking, like on the escalation protocols, it's different, but for the Flashpoint, you're asking for the same thing that's required us to do every week, the same thing over and over again, and we're getting the same gear to move up the same amount of space, to move up the same thing, where it's like, dude, like what happened? Why is this? Why are we having to do this? The bounties will change that. The bounties will offer a variety of different things from different vendors that will still be adding up towards a goal to
You
achieve
can focus
of
the
drop.
shit you're grinding
Right, to
into
get a
the
drop.
direction you need it
right.
to go.
And then there's going to be these unique bounties that drop certain weapons. Then there'll be unique bounties that do.
I'm just like trying to
or-
rephrase
or
it.
But you don't think they're
Destroy
gonna put a
myself.
twist on this shit like they always do? They bring something back and then they put a dumbass
Okay, and
twist
that's
on it,
what
like
the
the
concern
faction
is.
route.
Well,
is
the
that
thing is,
that's what's been happening.
the faction rally. Hopefully, this will change it, and that's what their ideas are. People are complaining about the faction rally a lot. Too much
It's
to where it's
stupid,
stupid.
dog.
Yeah, it's stupid. So there,
And
it's
then
a
they
chore.
restrict you on
It's a
the shit you
chore,
can
and that's
get.
the same
You have
thing.
to wait 2 minutes
It's the
before
same
you can get
thing.
another one.
Exactly. We're just doing the same thing over and over again for simple stuff that's easy to acquire. It's just the longevity of doing the task over and over again, right? And there's no point of shortening the task because that's kind of lame. You know what I mean? So what they do, they go back to the bounties. The bounties were so good, it was a variety of different things that all get built up to whatever I was focusing it towards. Vanguard, Crucible. So Crucible was in the Crucible. That's where you got your reputation. Still how it is now. Vanguard rep was split amongst faction rep, depending on who you pledged to and what pieces you were wearing. I mean, it was a simple thing that offered huge variety, and it never got boring. It never got boring. So your challenges that show up for each place that you go to, it has 3 challenges. Those were built into the bounties. So much better. So much better. You can turn them in. They all gave you XP, whatever it is you were wanting to. You could switch your gear pieces. Then it would change
it's like
where
you
it went.
Strike out at 3
You know
strikes.
what I'm saying? So they
We're
had to
on
work
pitch
those
number
kinks out.
6 of like, all
Right.
right, we'll call that a foul ball again.
You know, so I'm waiting until Forsaken.
Maybe here comes the wind up.
But
you
then the
gotta hit
triumphs,
this one.
they released the triumphs. So now you have accolades to actually achieve before Forsaken and stuff like
Okay.
that come by. So there is go check it out. Check out the triumphs too if you haven't seen it yet. So, but yeah, Destiny's it's a downward spiral, and
I don't even cut it on anymore.
You know what? It's the trap
almost
of
deleted
how
it.
do you make it not a grind,
Shit.
but something someone wants to keep playing.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about dynamic environments right now. Destiny is trying to figure that out, kind of. Like, even on Mercury, they're like, all right, well, let's get some better
We'll see.
baddies, like, floating the environment. But it's still... They haven't figured it out.
No.
They need to find a reason to make it
the-
want to be repetitive play.
think the ultimate
because it
truth-
doesn't feel repetitive because you are doing something you want to be doing.
I think
simply
yeah,
put.
ultimate
Like
truth.
the Division, you can go into the dark zone.
Ultimate truth though, yeah, it
changes
offers
the
a lot
game
of
entirely.
variety within inside that game. It's great.
It separates PvE, and PvP is still in like a PvE kind of environment at least. So
Well,
it's
they have
like
straight
you're floating
PvPs
in
just to
things.
skirmish and stuff like that too. So
Yeah.
they have
Exactly.
a ton
So
of
it's
modes.
but it's just got like a more dynamic play having that stuff going on because
Yeah.
it's like you can kind of continue doing PvE type stuff in a PvP environment.
Yeah,
Destiny doesn't have that,
yeah, it does.
and so right now it's dying compared to that.
It
I
is.
mean,
To
I
me.
wish
Okay.
and hope for the best for it, but
There you go. That's all we can
So
say.
it's something that's changing gameplay more regularly. But meta developed game and changing.
Division is
Not
literally
this
fucking
is
off
we figured it
everything
out.
right
Here
now.
you go.
But let's switch gears here a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Take a break. We're gonna
Ooh.
come back from the break.
Then we're gonna talk about a fun game.
Are we going to announce the winner of the giveaway
That's exactly
Then-
what we should do.
and then talk about that great fun game?
That
Yeah.
great fun game is our
Makes
fun.
sense to me, pimp.
Okay.
I can't wait.
The Plug Gaming will be right back on DFZRadio.com with our live giveaway from Instagram. See you there.
7-7 Elko, riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros poked in. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie.
Second son to Easy E, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the loot sheet. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in the pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1.
Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and about to get the dipping. It's California A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, Cali everywhere. California, California,
Get out of my motherfucking face. Slum down. Yeah, she said, what you doing, where you going? Girl, I'm doing me. I've been out here chasing money, I ain't worried about a thing. I'm on a whole different game plan, moving like a pimp. I make a hole, hit the rain dance. Dollars make a strip, ayy, ballin' like a bitch, ayy, super fucking lit. Roll a blunt and spark it up and get a cup and fill the shit. I need a bag with the cash, 100 meter dash to the money. Gotta go get it, cause these niggas ain't finna get it for me, you dig? Niggas talk, I don't hear it. Bitches talk, I don't hear it. My main focus is my chips, yeah. I said I'm walking like a man. Hand on my grams, other hand cognac. I'm already going in, but I'm like, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up,
let me talk to him. On my mama, stuck in this designer. I'ma have to go and leave her, cause my bitch up in Atlanta. Louis to the left, Armani in the sauna. It's panoramic, how my fucking niggas causing problems. If you gotta get it, got me turning churches out of chicken. Okay, pilot got me probably piling up all this pimpin'. So don't tell me this now, won't feel her lips now. Gon' give me kiss now, wait, hold up. Where your lips been? Tell me where you going, cause you know when I just stepped in, stumbled and we go again. Sucking on my lower limbs, sacking and we pack them, so you know we got them flowing in.
Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hey, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up.
I got that, okay though. I got that shit that when you hit, you get the Holy Ghost. My bitch got niggas and they feeling like they Romeo. They asking about me, she replying like we only close. Bitch, while you be lying, we be fucking and you know he know. I don't know when they asking about the mother bitches. I don't know when she asking, are you coming, daddy? I don't show. When she asks me, can I roll a fatty? I don't know. I just gotta tell her why. Hold up. I tell her why. Hold up. Yeah, I gotta tell her why. Hold up. I tell her why. Hold up. Yeah, I gotta tell her.
Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up.
Shawty, you can bring a friend, let's get naughty. Bring a couple more and it's a party. Yeah, we can roll it up and sip Bacardi. Hey, shawty, you can bring a friend, let's get naughty. Bring a couple more and it's a party. Yeah, we can roll it up and sip Bacardi.
You weak hustlers just make me laugh, and I ain't fucking with it if it don't make me cash. All I do is stack money. I'm a grown ass man. This the West Coast addiction. Team on the map. Bring the heat on the track. Bring the fire in the booth. I'm tired of these motherfuckers lying to you. It's for the real ass hustlers who clocking that dough like Urban G. Bo, who just got home. Get your paper up. 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 I hustle hard. 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 Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. I hustle harder, I got to get it. Ain't no waiting around for somebody to give it. I stand on my own too, the grind I live it. The 9 to 5 can't provide the digits. My vision's exquisite, like the stones that I wear. Got gold around my neck, got diamonds on my ear. All the whips that I own,
We back, we live.
candy painted bike that's sitting on gold.
And we have a winner.
Oh.
Our Instagram giveaway winner for the $10 gift card of their choice.
Codename Death Dealer. 3-0.
Nicole LO 1433 on the IG. Holler at a playa. You won. That's $10. Your choice. Your place to have it. Amazon, Steam, PlayStation Store, Microsoft, Switch.
Oh,
maybe.
I mean, I'm battle
Maybe.
pass. I just got my battle pass today on Switch. That
You,
was
your
$10.
choice. You get $10. You do what you would like. Do what you please, but only at those places. You know.
That's the future.
So if you're into weird stuff, probably Amazon is where most variety.
And it's on discount.
There you go. There you have it.
Circling back.
Anyways, this giveaway doesn't just end here, ladies and gentlemen. It goes on for the next week, 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks after that, then another 2 weeks after that, then another 2 weeks.
And we do this all the time.
2 more weeks, that's like months. Woo! That's a lot of months away from today. That'll be happening every 2 weeks for the next several months. I don't know how many times I could say that. I'll reword it. It's going to be happening. So participate. You got to play to win. All right. We're going to send those messages out and then get the decision on whether they want what variety of the card they want it in. We'll have that sent out probably within the next day or two. Let's get on to the meaty stuff. The meat.
Okay.
All you need
Earthfall.
to do is win 2 more times, and then you can buy this game.
Earthfall.
Yes.
Okay. Breakdown. Hollow Spark, right? Running an Unreal Engine. Left 4 Dead style.
Left 4 Dead.
Survival task or object-oriented survival game where we take the
4-player story.
Yeah, we take the zombies out and we put in aliens, right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
And we get sick weapons right off the bat. Good weapon selection, good variety.
Man,
gameplay
the weapon
switches up.
selection is fire.
It
dog.
starts off right off the
Dangerous
bat.
Ammo management.
Right. Yeah.
Dangerous levels of ammo management.
Ammo management. Solo play with bots. 4-player multiplayer, co-op, local or network. Super cool, easy to load up. We had an easy time. We got a guy in there. Z Joker, shout out to you, man. We should have got you in to listen and on the show so you could get your proper shout out. But he came in, was a trooper with us. He didn't get to complete the first mission with us, which was kind of bummer because the next guy that came in on the next one, he got it. And it's kind of a bummer because I felt like it was just kind of like us 3 that were doing it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But
nonetheless,
that's what this game was.
Yeah.
This game is so team-focused. You have limited life, limited ammo, limited
don't stray
guns.
from the pack.
You have a
don't
if
stray
you,
from
if
the
you
pack.
wow, they'll snatch your ass up and get on.
They literally will snatch you up and take you away.
In case you didn't play
and molest you.
In case you didn't play Left 4 Dead, monsters are spawning everywhere.
Yeah.
They are always coming. It is kind of random to a degree. Like, you get to your certain waves in specific areas, like after you open this thing and make a lot of noise.
Right.
But you don't know what's coming at you. You don't know. Technically, they come from different directions.
Right.
And it's just like, you want to play it over and over again. Also, you have to play it over and over again just to figure it out.
Right. Yeah. Nothing's given to you. No hints. Nothing. It's kind of just like progress to this checkpoint. That's
it
the
is
hint.
kind of like focused.
They got lore in it.
Yeah, there's lore that you got to collect.
Lore
it's
you
good.
find. It's everything a great challenge for 4 people.
Right. And it is challenging. Don't get that twisted. It is a challenging game. It's very serious when we say it's team based and it really takes teamwork.
We've only
one
made it through 2
enemy
sections.
could just kill you. No problem. Okay, so like
Yeah.
there is a thresher. That's what it's called.
So you
it
can,
will
like-
attack you, and you can't get it off you unless one of your teammates is there to help you. So
You
if
gotta
you're not
kill it or
close,
push it off,
right?
right?
If you're not close to them,
You have 2 different monsters.
they won't be
that
able
do
to.
this.
Yeah, and then the
freakish giraffe gazelle
gooseneck thing, which is the what is it called? The
wow motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, what is its
The
name?
grabber,
Forgot.
There's
wrangler or some shit. It's whatever it is. It snatches
that's
your
great.
face and just runs off. With
Literally,
it.
yeah.
And
Just
then
takes
you
you
have
off
to watch your
by your
body
head.
dangle and just like.
He literally one time it took me
drag,
off.
like-
I was alone, and it thing took me off into some weird corner where these guys couldn't even find me. They were just like, "You're
It
done,
took me all the
man."
way back to the beginning that
Yeah.
one time. Like it was just nuts.
They're just like, "You're done. We can't find you." This is like it
I
was
couldn't
over.
believe that thing just keeps running like
Yeah.
that, dog.
Yeah.
It was
Like your friends have to chase that. This is why you don't start from the back.
Yeah, don't stray from the pack.
You work together. But okay, so we progressed a little bit. There's barricades. There's like turrets you can set
Yep,
up. There was
auto
one
turrets,
like
barricades.
we experienced a situation where you're actually focused around one building, and that building has like a printer in it that prints guns.
Yep.
It just takes time, and that healing station that heals over time. Like it was
Right.
just. I don't remember stuff like that in Left 4 Dead.
No.
Sometimes they dump stuff to stock you up before.
Yeah,
you hop in,
definitely
but
not
This was
like
like
that.
a cool change to the play style.
Right.
And it was great, and it was still so hard.
Absolutely.
Oh man, we saw 2 mini bosses
Yeah.
The
They
one that's got shields and lasers, and one that is
yeah.
just
You can
big
sort it.
monster.
Yeah, and what I liked about it is that you can't really pace the game. Like you can pace the speed of the game to some degree, and I guess I'll try to explain myself. Like in Zombies, we can get a crawler, right? Pace the game, slow the round down, go collect our stuff, do what we need to do, then come back, kill the crawler, move on to the next round. There is no pacing it in that never happens. There is always a wave coming, no matter what you're doing. You just always need to be moving forward, and Sam said,
lagging, they're just coming.
And like how Sam said, it goes by the noise that you're making. So the only pacing that you have is this little bit of time between progressions where you just dealt with a wave and the next one's coming, where it's not going to be as aggressive of a wave, but they're not going to stop coming.
Yeah, it's like they're coming from a certain area.
And then once you do your next point that you need to progress to, then you make noise. Then now the big wave is coming again.
Yeah.
So it's like the game has its own pace that you actually need to move to at all the times.
But
you are always
randomizes what
going.
it throws at you.
Right, and then you kind of have the choice of when it's going to happen, but you were always going to be getting pressed there in the meantime. There's no limiting it down to one opponent.
And it's not a checkpoint.
Yeah.
It's you
Yeah.
want to treat it like it's a checkpoint.
It's
Like
not.
usually it's like you get past this section, you can start here next
Yeah,
time.
no.
No.
You need to
Beginning
begin
of
it. You need to finish the stage,
It is
a chapter.
and we've like
The
this game is so
flamethrower, dog.
Flamethrowers, what's up for sure?
Man.
And let's talk about how you can't melee anybody. You can only push them.
Yeah, it's just a shove, which is super awesome though.
Yeah,
it's
I think
actually
so.
pretty
you need
effective.
flamethrowers. I love it.
With the pistol
You
and the
can
shove,
melee,
it's pretty
you just gotta have
valuable.
a melee weapon.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
Can give up
That's
your
true.
pistol to get melee weapons. You can dual wield pistols. Which
Yeah,
is
which is when I figured that when I first noticed that I was like, yep, this game is tight because it was like the first different combination that I got besides just the single pistol.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's perfect.
we got
That
different
they did
bomb
this.
types.
Yep. Napalm grenades, frag grenades, stimulus, the med kit / adrenaline shot,
Yeah.
which is
So
super awesome
two
in sticky
different health
situations.
types, but the same shot gives you
The boost, yeah, exactly. Super helpful in sticky situations.
Everyone
and
can only hold one.
Yeah, it's great how they make it to where like, dude, you gotta know your points. You gotta know where you're going, know where to set these barricades. You can only learn that as you play it, right?
Yeah.
So you can watch videos about it, I guess, when they're made and out. But like, if you're just gonna go hop in and play, zero introduction, you're surviving.
It's fun though. That's the way you want to do it.
Oh no, it's that type of game. Oh yeah,
discover the game.
it's not like it's so hard that you'll never figure it out. You just need to start playing.
It just makes the game intense though,
Yeah,
dog.
always,
It's
exactly.
just a constant intensity, and you're just like, oh shit.
Yep.
It's that certain thing we look for in the beginning of a game where it's like the learning curve is figuring out the game in the right way.
But the best thing about it, even though you learn the fucking like mapping how to get past it, doesn't mean you might beat the level.
No, this game is
It
great
it's just random as fuck because you know the waves are coming, but sometimes they just like that one random wave where you walking in the middle of the street trying to get somewhere. It's like, oh shit.
Or like when you get hit with like a double boss all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, like it's just like random generated epicness, man.
Yeah.
Great game.
Random generated epicness.
That's the only way to explain it, man. It's an
I love
epic
it.
game.
I love it. I love that. I love
It's
it.
so hype.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And
Absolutely.
it's like, it's the squad running together. It's great PvP.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And even Left 4 Dead, we wanted to replay it many times. Master it. They came out with more updates. They've already announced this game, and we said on our last episode, they announced that all the updates are going to be free for you, like all the new game modes and maps and stuff.
They're not interested in any pay to win. There will be cosmetics.
Yeah,
that you
they
pay
already
for.
have the first ones out. If you bought the $40 thing,
Yep. The hazmat.
you get the
set.
hazmat set. If so it's $10 to buy. Also, you don't have to just get that version. You can get it later. So,
Yeah, it's going to be $10 always. It's not
Yeah.
exactly. It's not discounted or anything. It's
Simple.
just super straightforward and simple.
They'll
Yeah.
come out with others, and they'll probably look dope like that one does.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I had
It's
a
gonna
good
be,
time with that.
it's gonna be great. The future of this game, I think, is great. A little bit lack of promotion and marketing,
Terrible marketing and promotion.
but people that are diehards that have played Left 4 Dead are going to know about it, and there are, that's happening. But I think it's one of those late bloomers, and also,
And it needs that.
it's coming at, well, yeah, I think it's going to be one of those, like, more, like Left 4 Dead is a longevity game.
Yeah.
People played it for years and years once they're like, oh, dude, it's back, like, couch co-op's back, or local online multiplayer where you just hop in and that's what you're doing. Like, that's that when they realize that that's there, they're gonna, I think the people will come, and this game will get the attention that it deserves. Fair price, $30, get you in the door, get you playing. There's nothing else to pay after that.
It's like a
You
fine
progress.
wine, 'cause,
You progress with the game.
And even this game
That's
coming out
beautiful, man.
needs to breathe.
Right.
It's,
Oh, yeah. They got to
it's
work out a lot of stuff out.
just like Left 4 Dead did.
Yeah,
They
got-
added
yeah.
more. They developed as it happened.
That game was played for years and years, and it's still talked about to this day as one of the best. And I think this is its.
Available on everything.
And I think that this is its predecessor.
Yeah.
This is gonna be.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, this is gonna be its next step.
It's like I saw Super Troopers 2 recently.
Yeah.
It's like another great episode of the same great thing.
Right.
What you would want the next thing to be. It
Right.
doesn't divert too much from what it is.
From what it is.
From its core.
Gives you some freshness. Takes advantage
not
of the
to,
new.
Like, bag on this or that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gives you, but it does what a normal number 2 does.
Yeah.
It comes
It
in
keeps the core,
line.
adds enough new, it develops
Flair.
certain areas.
Well, it develops the areas where we've had progressives, like graphics.
Yeah.
Okay, of course, you got to bump that up, right? Okay, gunplay can be better too now. We bumped that up. Let's give it a more real feel.
New weapon
We do that.
styles, new mission types.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas like, okay, we didn't really change the survival style where you're playing, relying on your team. None of that's really changed. It really feels very familiar when it comes to that. It actually feels just like the game.
It was
But then you
easy to
see
jump
these-
into. It really was.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what I mean. You got, because you played Left 4 Dead, you had felt like you had played this, but you're getting to see the new visuals, the new mechanics, the different objectives. These type of things is what makes it fresh and allows you to really tap into that fun that you've always been having, but it's not the same, same old map. It's not the same old, things that
Totally.
you're killing.
Totally.
Great way, great approach. It's going to be successful. Like I said, fair priced. It even leans way more to the reasons why it's probably going to get more popular as it comes out. Games we've seen like that, Rocket League, came out, wasn't very popular, was given away for free.
It's that shit now, dog.
And right now, super popular. People are paying for it, and it's widely played and loved. You know what I mean?
Right now, the 2 hot titles is Fortnite and Rocket League, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, this is how these. Well, Fortnite got the, it got the typical great game from beginning, to now. Whereas, Rocket League is one of those that took some time. People didn't really know what it was or what it was about. They saw Rocket League, they're like, oh, that cover looks stupid. And then they're like, oh, it's soccer with cars? That's stupid. And then you play it, you're like, dude, this is like the most basic, simple fun. Like, this shit, I can play this. I played for hours.
Was dope.
I played for hours.
End of story.
I played for hours and hours and hours when I first got Rocket League. I just didn't. I just played Rocket League. And I didn't know why. I was like super high ranked, everything, like dominating. And then I was like, man, like I should play something else because this is just,
I bought it because
it's a great game though. Yeah.
The basketball mode.
Yeah,
Really
right.
fun?
That's
The
what. That's like
2-on-2
when I.
and you gotta shoot 'em?
That's actually those around those updates when they started changing the game modes is when I quit playing, because I got into it because they gave it away at a PlayStation Store for free. That's honestly how I got introduced to it. I wouldn't have played it if I didn't get it that way.
I did buy it, but it was only $20.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's always been a fair priced game, absolutely. And if you got that one, I think you even got additional stuff because they made a second update that I didn't get with the PlayStation.
And they're
Store
like, even like, so when it came out on Nintendo, if you bought it for the Switch, you got specialty cars that you could only have in Switch. But again, cross-platform is all happening.
Yep.
So.
Absolutely.
And I think Switch is picking up, Rocket League is combining Microsoft and Switch. I don't think it was together yet, but it's getting there. So,
all right.
Yeah, more of that.
That's awesome. But yeah, that's the future is bright for Earthfall.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't
Sorry,
make
not
sense.
To stray. Not to stray.
Earthfall. Future bright. That doesn't make sense. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The game has a bright future.
It's I'll play it for a while because it's something you can always go back and have that challenge. It's a great story. It's like we just bought Ultimate Alliance again.
Yeah.
That was one of the specials. But
Dude,
it's like you hop
retro
back and
outro,
you get with a team,
fire.
you can play it out.
Retro outro, just nostalgia night of
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance, dude.
yeah.
How was that? Like, honestly, it was awesome to play. And even
How was it to
even
play
so
Thor,
much,
Monty?
okay, even that retro, that's going to be it. Like Left 4 Dead, and even like the Ultimate Alliance, being there. I mean, now it's through chat, right? Now we're doing it through chat rather than the same room.
Yeah.
But 4 dudes all there, 4 people playing, broing down, getting into the game, complaining about loot, who's getting what, da da da. You know what I mean? The fucking banter.
Yeah.
The people, oh fuck you, get off my. You know what I mean? Like that is in the core, and also where the shit talking comes into play, and then the saltiness,
Especially in a game where
of
you
it,
can hurt each other.
where this is stuff is
The
originating,
team
but
attack
it's
is
all
on.
like, it's all, in fun. You know what I mean?
Remember there was that
you're
round
like,
where
dude,
we
where
just
the
started-
fuck are you? And you're pissed off, and you're like, you're shooting me, and then we just all start shooting each other.
We just shot each other
Yeah.
to death, and
Yeah.
then we just played another round.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And like that's the type of fun that I mean in the games you're supposed to have instead of somebody getting upset about that type of shit and dropping a racial slur.
Even Joker had fun, dog. I thought he was gonna be like these motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
And he was just
No, that shit was silly. It was.
Yeah, it
it
was.
great play.
And that's what I like
sounded
about
like
games
Dracula.
back in the day, man.
I hopped
is
in
that-
solo and I played like a few rounds on my
I
own.
played a bunch of solo.
and
yeah.
no one was on mics for me.
Yeah,
was,
so
like,
I played
disappointed.
played a bunch of solo, non-multiplayer, like solo.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I was trying.
Yeah. So I played solo, and that was super fun. And the thing is that you really like. It's cool that they add the bot changing for like
Yeah, how good
because
they
it
are?
actually really represents really well.
So you can set how good the bots are.
Yeah, and it really corresponds really well with the difficulty you set the game. So
Yeah.
you move the difficulty up. You can be like, I can leave my guy at average, and then it will rely on you a little bit more on like the survival aspect, like killing wise. But they always make you do the objective. They don't do any objectives for you. They won't carry out any task for you. They literally are like the best teammates in the world. They just sit on your back and they kill anything that approaches. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's good that they switch it up
If
because
you
once you
find
get
a
into
great
it,
Fortnite squad.
well, because once you get
bring
into
them
it,
over to this for a good chance.
because once you get
That's
into
what
it,
is.
you'll be able to bring that bot behavior down,
Mhm.
increase that challenge for yourself without necessarily changing the difficulty. You know what I mean? And then you can bridge yourself back up, and then change that bot back up if you need to, and then allow yourself to adjust into those levels. You know what I mean?
To bring up when we were playing, then like we were.
Well,
gonna
that's
be
what we
three
had
of
to
us,
realize.
And we were
I was
talking
like-
about the fourth guy, and we were talking about jumping on a bot, and this is how the difficulty is on this game. We were playing on normal.
Yeah.
And we were discussing if we needed to put
our
a
bot at better.
on pro,
Yeah.
so that we could do
The-
better in the level. Like that's what this game is, though.
The best part is I had a moment, and the bot's name was Maya, and I was like, "Oh, Maya joined us too," because it was in the middle of the game,
I was like,
and
that's-
someone left.
that's the bot's
Someone
name,
someone left, and I was like, "Man, Maya joined again. This is awesome," because it was the same guy,
And they're like-
Joker. It
yeah.
was Joker again in the same match, right? After we'd left completely, Joker still somehow matched up with us, and then it said Maya again, and I was like, "What? Oh, Maya!" And I was like, "Oh." Maya's the bot's name. I feel.
And there was like a point where one of you got booted and then joined back, and you were like, "Wow, the bot was like had fully stocked guns, health
everything.
pack, full health, all set." Bots play good.
Bots do
play
what they're
good.
supposed to do,
Yeah.
which is just carry out the basic tasks of the game.
follow you
They do
up.
the things that your mind will forget to do because they're obviously artificial intelligence.
Really, the
beauty of-
lesson is
so your mind fails you.
don't stray from the pack.
Your mind fails you. That's what, right? No. Yeah, no. Teamwork.
We are all
team-
machines.
yeah. Teamwork.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you beat that game. That's how you do it.
So much fun.
It truly was. I think that's going to wrap it up for us, though, guys. We had a great show. We had to announce our winner, Nicole LO 1433
I'm gonna guess
on the IG. Kudos to you. You won the giveaway. $10 coming to you.
Congratulations.
We talked about a new game, Earthfall. That was great. Fucking great
hit,
experience.
man.
We all pulled at least one fuck out for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Good thing is it's the half price of a game.
Yeah, it's
so
like,
guess what? That's all the fucks it takes.
Yeah, it does. It's true. It's true. We will have another giveaway going live 2 more weeks. That's going to happen another 2 weeks after. We go over the same thing. I'll say it 1,000 times. It's never going to change. We're doing it. But tune in next week, next Monday, 6 p.m. live here on DFZ Radio Network, The Plug Gaming. We'll see y'all then. Peace.